becomes a very important topic today. And by the end of this call, you'll understand why. Well, we're going to start the second decade with phase 6, and today we're going to absolutely knock your socks, even though we've held back some of the announcements for the conference that's coming up in October. So tonight, you're not even going to get all the goods, but what you're going to get, you're going to lose sleep. It's going to reawaken you, reset you. It's going to put you as if you're on day one of your GWT business. So you probably must have heard some things from the excitement that's going on right now, maybe in Nigeria, because their call was this afternoon, and they got the same call this afternoon. I'm sure leaks are out there, but for many of you, you haven't. Today, you're going to have a treat. So today, there's two parts to this call tonight. One of them is work, which is we're going to talk about the core foundation of the business, the GWT business. We're going to change the focus a little bit from where it is today to where it should be. So that's the first part. But all the fun stuff will come in part number 2. So without any more ado, let's get our webinar. Let me get my screen for you. Oh, wow, look at the lines. We may set a new record today. It's unbelievable how fast it's going up. So it's okay that we got delayed a little bit because the numbers are still going up. Show my screen. Just confirm that you folks can see my screen.
Yes, we can.
Hi, Ramin. Your screen is just loading.
Perfect. All right. Phase 6, Strategy 2016. Like I said, two parts to this. The first part is work. The second part is the fun stuff. Let's get to the work side. We're here, the phase 2, the second decade, and phase 6 is all about momentum. What we're going to talk about today, first of all, the new PV culture. That's personal volume, personal performance, and strategies for that. Second, we're going to introduce to you the phase 6 type of tools, the mandatory CDC training. Again, we're going to the core part of this business, and we are adjusting everything. Again, every part of the business is going to be redone in phase number 6. 5-step based training system, you're going to absolutely love this, because I find that right now the new person that comes in, there's just too much to take. They don't know where to go. We're going to clean that up, and that starts with YouTube. 3, diamond culture company. We're always a diamond company. Everybody that came in, I remember in 2006, when we first got started, we had the stats of 67 to 70% diamonds. So along the way, we made some changes. And, you know, some of the changes were great. It brought us to where we are. But I think some of the changes, a few of them were not that great. So we're going to go back to become what we were, which is a diamond company. So we got a mega promotion that you are not going to believe tonight we're going to release. 3 ways to become a diamond. Well, that's new because it was always twice. You could buy in as a diamond. Sometimes we have promotions, a diamond rush. But now there's a third way to go diamond. Why? Because we want to give everybody a chance to have maximize their chance to hit a financial home run with GWT. So we're going to give you every possible way for you to maximize your buying power, maximize your commissions, set the right trend for your team. So we found a third way for you to be able to get to that very, very important level of diamond. The emo. Notice the terminology is changing a little bit. The emo now, as opposed to VDM, because again, the VDM to a lot of people don't know what that is, but the emo, everybody knows what a mall is. So again, the key things you're going to find today is number 1, simplicity. Number 2, fuel. Again, promotions, fuel, octane on your business. So simplicity, fuel. Simplicity, fuel. The whole thing today, you're going to absolutely love where we're going. New zone pricing format. Again, simplify. Simplify IA, simplify you. Again, simplify. Posh is now what you always wished for. This is going to knock your socks off. I just need to get myself a glass of water. So, Sanaz, we're going to say a couple of words to our team. I'll be back in about 1 minute. It's a long webinar. I just want to make sure that I don't dry up. I had a coffee before I got here. So, I'll pass the call to you. I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Not a problem at all, Ramin. Well, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, a good evening, a good morning to wherever you are. As you are all aware, we have an absolutely jam-packed call tonight, and again, I think we're almost out of actually lines for this amazing webinar. If you've just kind of logged on, we want to welcome you wherever you're calling in from. We know that a lot of people from all different markets are actually staying up for this tremendous webinar that our CEO is about to share with all of you. And what this is about, it's about phase 6. Phase 6 is about momentum phase. Phase 6 is all about growth. And you know what? I am so super excited with what Ramin is about to share with all of you. Again, if you're just brand new in our business, you just know that you know, our CEO is been working relentlessly. And of course, this next phase of momentum, make sure you have your pen and paper ready and get ready to get your socks blown off. Ramin, the call's right back to you.
Let's rock and roll. All right. First of all, it's the frequent comp plan changes. I heard that a couple of times. I said, well, semantics matter in business. So it's a myth that we've changed comp plans a lot, which has never happened. We've made some minor changes, but first you got to understand the semantics. Compensation plan is how you get paid. That, a core part of comp plans, is still the same as it's always been. Then we have package pricing. The way we've made some changes to accommodate some things that we wanted to do, and then there's promotions that come and go. And if you don't understand the difference, then you think, well, there's a lot of changes. Well, of course there's a lot of changes. As a business, you have to evolve. If you don't evolve, you end up dead. So semantics matter. So when you hear somebody says, well, there's too many comp plan changes, well, that's a myth. So here's a proper response to that. Now, I heard this a couple of times, and my question was, well, what changed? Because I know there's no comp plan changes. And it says, well, you know, the package prices keep changing. So well, that's not a compensation plan change. That's a package pricing. Compensation plan is how you get paid. So of course you're going to change product pricing. You put specials. The price will go up because of the currency exchange. That's not compensation plan. So this is where I figure I quickly cover this. So yes, we've made some small changes to comp plan over the years to accommodate certain things that the field asked for. For example, you know, we're a global business. The lower shipping is always a conversation that comes up. So we've dropped our shipping rates 3 times already, which is a great direction to go. Well, all these things have to be funded. So I've become master of moving money around to accommodate when we get requests from the field. The IA rebate is a major hit where you pay your shipping, you get that much in product. It's like free shipping. Who does that? Nobody does stuff like that. Again, it has to be funded. Reduce renewal fees. We've done that for the retailer. We give you the holding position. Eliminate cap. Now, a little while ago, if you're new, you don't know this, but a little while ago, you know, the 500 cycle, that was in danger because every binary system has this thing called a cap. We're getting close to it. So we've done some great things, so we don't have to worry about that. The wholesale profit, I mean, it's gone up by 7 times, 700%. So again, those requests as they come in, we'll look at it. If it's going to help the business speed up, we're going to find ways to fund it. So basically, the things have been changing, but most changes have been basically package prices, you know, promotions of Diamond Rush, double IA trade up, these things that come and go, but sometimes people perceive them as comp plan changes, which is not true. So when you take a look at our core part of our compensation plan, you still got the 500 cycle, it's the same. The GRS, the global revenue sharing, has gone up, actually 3 times what it used to be. The wholesale profit has gone up, it's 7 times what it used to be. On top of that, the wholesale profit now is ongoing, where before, if you didn't do it in the first 30 days, there was no wholesale profit. So if somebody upgraded after 30 days, there was no more wholesale profit. Now, doesn't matter when they upgrade, you still get your wholesale profit. The BDB is the same. The Instant Flex plan, we introduced that. And only affects 1 cycle a week if you don't maximize your cycle at 6250. And again, we did that for a reason. You want to make sure to create a sense of urgency for people to try to work, all your people to work their way up within 7 days so you can create more CV. It protects the cap. There was reasons why we did it. And not to mention our lowest cycle. The lowest cycle matches everyone else's highest cycle. So we had plenty of room to be able to come up with ways to create more sense of urgency for people. So again, the core part of the compensation plan is almost exactly like it was 5 years ago when we first made the 500 cycle. So that just want to make sure that if somebody ever brings that up, that's not true. I just shared with you that the semantics do matter. You got to understand the difference between comp plan change, the package pricing, and promotions that come and go. All right. Let's talk about the first part of our business. We want to implement the GWT's proper mindset. Again, because of the strength of our compensation plan, I think a lot of people don't look at our business the way they should look at it. Now, this might not be so true for Canada, US, maybe some of the European countries, some of the veteran countries in MLM, but certainly true for some of the new countries with MLM, which is Africa, Caribbean, some of these other places where the MLM is still quite new, the Middle East perhaps. So we want to make sure that we're going to implement the proper mindset. What we are living out of our culture is we have to I blame myself for it. We don't have a system in place from the company point of view. Not that it's not there, it's already there, but it's not a system in place that gets people to do more than what they need to do. Here's my point. If your people meet the 150 MIA, the IA, and to them, I think to most people, it's like, okay, well, I've done my job. The credit card went through, I did my IA, the 150, and they don't have to do anything else. Because to them, IA is to protect their CV or to get a paycheck, which is absolutely wrong. We want to change that mindset completely. IA is inventory account. It's buy and sell products. It's not to have it accumulate. It's not a saving. It's not a fee. It's products. You're either buying products or you're selling products. It's a huge mindset difference, and we're going to implement that because in MLM, we're the only company that has a real product that can be retailed, because everything else is bottles, right? Bottles or services. It's impossible to retail those things, but we have a visual product that actually can be retailed. So we're going to change the focus from the IA, where it used to be the saving and all of this stuff. It's not. It's simply products. It is, again, in Canada, US, that might not be an issue. Maybe we don't look at it that way, but in many countries around the world, and this is a global business, it seems that we see even some people, they don't even place an order with their IA account until they're ready to quit. So what does that tell you? What were they perceiving the IA to be? I remember being in the Caribbean, and I heard some people tell me, well, I paid my IA, I didn't get paid. Like, IA has nothing to do with you getting paid. Of course, you have to buy and sell some products to be able to qualify. But to think that it's some type of fee that you're going to get paid, is not what it is. We want to make sure we change that concept. And to do that, we're implementing a whole new thing called the PV concept, personal volume, which is personal performance, as opposed to CV volume, which is commissionable volume. We'll talk more about that. So we don't focus enough on buying and selling products. No matter what IA goes through, no one notices. For example, there are people out there who are selling a lot of products, but because our back office doesn't show it on a monthly basis, we're not talking about it, we're not focusing on it. So even the ones who are buying and selling a lot of stuff, they're not getting noticed. So, and if there's nothing to incentivize them to keep doing that. Of course, when they buy and sell a lot of products, it's good for you because that creates CV for you. We're not talking enough about that. So we're going to start this new culture of buying and selling products, personal volume, PV, PV, PV. Again, in your back office, right, there's nothing visible to motivate the LC to do more than their IA. So when somebody comes and does, to buy their IA program, there's nothing that to motivate to sell more than that. And even the ones who do sell more, they don't even get noticed. So as corporately, we're going to find ways to incentivize them to keep on selling, which means they make more money, which means you make more money because of CV. And as this culture of I just paid my IA and I'm fine, it's going to stop. IA is not something you pay. IA is a product. And if you're not selling it, you should be using it. Notice if you ever had Air Miles cards or these gas stations that have cards, the minute you walk to pay your gas, the very first thing they ask you is Shoppers Drug Mart, anywhere, the first thing they ask you, do you have a points card? Why do you think these large companies, they want you to use your point card? Because they know if you don't use it, you will not go back to their store. They want to get you in the store by using those points. It's costing money because they're going to give you some free stuff, but they know that keeps bringing you back. what we want our people to do is to feel the beauty, the feeling of our product line. And IA, if somebody comes and goes on IA, second, third, fourth month, it starts to feel like a fee if they haven't placed an order. And I can tell you right now, nobody likes to pay a fee. Nobody likes to pay a fee. That's why it's so important that people place an order right away. When they wear it, people see it, starts conversation, you get customers or you get LCs. So at the very least, you have something you're feeling great about on a daily basis. So now you see that instant gratification. Having IA locked up in an account, after a couple of months, it feels like a fee. And then people get consumed with life. Next thing you know, they want to get off. We're not a utility company. We buy and sell products. So the thinking, again, is not primarily to buy more. People generally tend to think that IA qualification is for commissions and CB. Like I said, some people don't even place their order until they're ready to quit. So we got to change that. Now the retailers are a bit different because retailers, the number one way to make money is basically to retail a product. The name itself says retailer, right? So the number one type of group that ask us questions how to sell, where to sell, how to do this, questions about the product is the retailers, which is wonderful because the focus is selling the product. Now we need to get everybody to have the same type of mindset because guess what? There are diamonds out there that don't know how to sell products. Sorry, they don't know how to recruit people. There are a lot of people who don't know how to recruit people, but guess what? Everybody knows how to show a product. We've got visual product. They know how to show a catalog. They know how to show their website. So the mindset has to change from IA is something you pay monthly to IA is simply inventory in your account that you're going to buy and sell. So everyone needs to have the same mindset because, like I said, diamonds, there are a lot of them. Diplomats who have a difficult time out there recruiting, but everybody can sell our products. We have industry's best products. Again, it's tough to sell bottles, but forget about selling products. Just ask yourself a question. Can you ever have enough shoes? Just take a look at your closet. Enough watches, enough jewelry, enough bags? Of course not. You always want more of this stuff because we're in the fashion world where people have to match things, shoes with the clothes or whatever. You got comfy shoes, you got dress shoes, you got running shoes. There just could never be enough of those things. So when your people are using their IA to buy products that they want, they're loving this. And people are seeing it. It starts conversations. They get into a mode of buying to gift too as well. Everybody buys the 22 gifting praise jewelry here. Now you get them in the mode, just like the store that says, do you have a points card? You're getting them in the mode of buying products either to use or to sell. The worst thing you want is your people accumulating the points because after a while, it's going to start to feel like a fee. And if they get consumed by life or whatever, next thing you know, they want to quit. We're going to change that. You want to change that. All right. So now, with other companies, let me just put parallel here. With other companies, what they do, they don't have the IA program, right? Because IA program is unbelievable. See, the IA program is freedom. Because unlike other companies that we just send you a box you don't want, we give you a freedom to choose what you want. But there's a fine line between a freedom and a fee. So if people are not using the IA account, eventually it crosses the line and becomes a fee. And again, people don't like to pay fees, and they'll eventually get off. So freedom is when you're using it. If you don't, it becomes a fee. Now with other companies, they front load you a bunch of products every month. It automatically gets their distributors in a selling mode. Why? Well, because they got a bunch of boxes in the basement expiring. So they know they've got a bunch of money into those bottles. So they're out there. It's difficult, it's almost impossible task, but at least they know they have to do it. They have a mindset of selling. Why? Because they have a bunch of bottles expiring. See, the IA program is, again, it's wonderful. It's freedom. But because people feel like, oh, it's just there, it's a saving, then no one's paying attention to it. And that, again, like I said, it's not healthy because eventually people will get off because, they never saw any benefit of it. We want to make sure that our people are using their IA account for personal use or for to sell. And and this all starts from the guys at the top. I actually heard one of our leadership says once, to somebody, and somebody told me that I've never sold a thing in 8 years in our business. I mean, what type of bonehead comment is that? Because when you start talking that way, you completely took the sale of that new person. Because a lot of people are not great at recruiting and doing presentations. They're afraid of that. But guess what? People love to be in the fashion business and show a catalog, show the website. Even if you're good at out there and making appointments and out there launching new malls, you want everybody to have two options. To brag about how you've never sold a thing in 8 years and you're making, $1 million, that doesn't help anything. It might be true. It probably is true, but it doesn't help the person you're talking to. The core of our business is buy, sell 24/7. That's the core of our business. And when your people do buy and sell, you get CV, and that's where you can go and make $1 million. So, we want to make sure we watch what we say as leaders. Even if you're stronger in making appointments and getting launch videos, that's great. But you want to present both to everybody at all time. Don't brag that you're great at recruiting, because that's not the core of GWT business. All right, let's move on. So, as we said, the new GWT Phase 6 and beyond, buy and sell versus a pay and recruit. Okay? We buy and sell products. That's what the IA program is. You buy for your personal use, which you love. It starts conversations, gets you in the mode. Your people will follow you. Everyone's buying. They're loving it. It starts more conversation for them. They're selling some products, and then they're launching some videos. Versus, in some markets, is that they pay an IA and try to recruit people. Again, this is, I guess it's part of MLM, but it's not the proper way of moving forward, especially with GWT. Because Global Wealth Trade, we're the only company in MLM that has a real sellable product. And there are people doing tons of it. I'm going to show you a video later. You're going to knock your socks off. So again, buy, sell culture. Focus on retail sales and quick profits. Because again, anyone can go out there and go make $300 this week. I was looking at the order a couple of days ago, and ULC, I believe she was in Ottawa or somewhere, made about $300 profit. And she was only a Selenium. She was a Selenium, still made a $300 profit, and it was a $1,500 order that she made the sale on. This is the beauty of GWT. You can come in. Who can't use extra $300 this week? Anyone can come in and get that done. Where when it comes down to making appointments and do presentations and all that, that requires a little more skill. So focus on retail sales. Visual focus on personal performance, what we call PV, versus team performance, CV. The new PV culture, we're going to talk more about that. When we talk about visual, that means when in your back office, we're going to have all kinds of cool stuff that starts the culture of PV, PV, PV. Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. New customers, new customers. New, simple, step-by-step and faster ways to help us qualify in advance to higher statuses and incentives. So very quickly get your deep in, become your cruise qualified, become trip qualified, car qualified. So you're going to love what we've done to the training system. More focus and rewards on product retailers. We got some cool stuff coming out. Let's move on to that. All right, what's a PV versus CV? Personal volume is basically your monthly IA, which is the product you bought or sold, the monthly IA. Your top-up purchases, this is really, really important because once you get into buy and selling mode, your 150 is just not going to cut it. I mean, the number one complaint we get, and you know that because you're probably one of the ones that complain all the time, is that you don't have enough IA points to buy everything you want, right? I mean, we're the only company in MLM that has that complaint. I wish I had more IA points. We can boil more stuff that I want. So we give you this thing called IA top-up that allows you, because there are people who know that they have an anniversary this year and they want to buy something, maybe it's worth $700, $1,000. You can do the top-up. You don't have to stay at your 150. In fact, you know what? From all the stuff that we have and what you guys always want, the 150 isn't going to cut it. You want to make sure that you start talking top-up. If somebody wants to, get a $2,000 ring because of an anniversary coming up, guess what? You have to break it down. Maybe I'll do $250 a month, $350, $500 a month, whatever it is, to be able to get that ring. So start talking. That's the MIA, the top-up. That's your personal volume. This is important because what we're going to talk about next, the VIP retail customers. That's your personal volume. Additional monthly products, because many of you place orders and it goes beyond what you have, the points that you have in your IA account. That extra that you pay for in cash, that's basically additional monthly volume. That stuff all becomes part of PV. CV is the sales generated by other LCs in your team. So as you can see my cursor here, that's you. This is your binary, right team and left team. Luxury consultants, because they're not your personal sales anymore, they're independent, right? Whatever they buy and sell becomes commissionable volume, or CV, and you get up to 8% to infinity on both legs. That is what everybody knows in GWT. Where there's not enough focus is right here. The VIP clients. You could have 100 of these, and retail customers equals personal volume, or PV, and you can earn up to 67% retail profits over and over and over again. So again, this is the area that we need to focus on, because in your back office, we're going to have all this cool stuff that you see. You got all these retail customers and VIP customers who got a gift certificate, who are part of the VIP program, and this person bought a little bit, this person bought a little bit, these people didn't. You'll be calling them because we got new products just got launched, because there's Valentine's coming up, because there's Christmas coming up. So you'll be calling them because you want to introduce them the latest lineup that you just introduced. And you're going to start getting all these sales, tons of retail profit, and most importantly, all the PV will accumulate towards incentives and rewards. This is why we're doing this now. After this call, you want to carry as much PV as possible, because all the cool stuff we're doing with incentives. Let's move on. Your back office will have a bunch of cool stuff, because again, the key part here, we need a visual. It's the visual that creates the culture. We need things to be visual. So your back office, you have monthly PV count. You don't have that right now. How much did you VIP customers buy last month? Between your IA, your top up, between your home parties, online sales, all the VIP customers. Your annual PV count. Why do we need annual? Because we got some cool stuff coming up with regards to incentives and bonuses over and above what we already have. PV milestones to achieve. What is that? Well, you'll find out in a minute. PV next milestone. How far are you to the next progress? PV rewards. Again, can you get excited? We got all kinds of cool stuff. Clear view of your personal buy and sell and history. Clear view of all your VIP retail clients buy and sell history. You see, we got the world's most aggressive rewards program for VIPs. No one's talking about it in GWT. I should say nobody. I mean, I generalize, but obviously many of you are. But it's not being talked nearly enough, because everybody relies on the binary program because our compensation plan is so strong. Right? We want to change that. There's a lot of people in GWT around the world that need the PV, personal volume. They need to buy and sell. They need to make that $300 that this young lady made this week. They need that this week. And we have that, but people are not looking at it because the leadership, they're making so much money on the binary, they're not talking about it. We're going to change that, because a lot of people, this will become their full-time income right here, not even through the binary. That's the main part missing in GWT, and we're going to implement that. I haven't beaten up on this enough, because we have this gold mine. We have one of our aces in GWT that's not being nearly used, and a lot of rewards that could be going out on a daily basis. I mean, it goes out, but not the way it should be going out. All right, the power of personal volume. So we're going to program the back office to display the monthly personal volume, as we talked about, as well as a CV. You have some of that stuff already for CV. We're going to see a lot on PV. You're going to create exciting incentives for the PV as well. Placing importance on PV will encourage people to stay on their IA, because, again, their personal volume is they bought something, now they're enjoying it, they don't get off their IA. To use their top-up, because everybody says, oh, I wish I had more IA to buy. Now they're going to do it, because we're talking about the top-up. There's an option there, and you put it in front of people, they're going to start utilizing it. They get what they want, and you get what you want, because that generates CV for you to reach certain incentive levels. Now they're going to have a bunch of incentives to actually buy and sell because of what we've done with Phase 6. So again, we're going to have a bunch of programs that's going to incentivize and motivate people to sell more products, to buy more products and sell more products, and that, of course, creates CV for you. Back office is going to be insane. All right. So some tools, Phase 6 tools, to give you the tools. We're changing our format completely. As you can see, the new tour. We got testimonies flying from all over the world. So now if you can get that link for that video ready while I'm doing this, so you can share your screen and you can share that with our people, please. All right. The new tour is clean, strong, simple, scripted. We've taken some of the best from the old days, and then some of the best from the current and some new stuff. And we've got this unbelievable tour that Sanaz and her team have put together. Already we're getting tons and tons of great reviews on it. We have this unbelievable 3-minute viral video. This is going to be your new video, which is that they introduce the GWT business to people. It's 3 minutes. I absolutely love it. You're going to love this video. It's going to go viral. It's a first approach. Once it finishes on YouTube, it will link to other videos, and it's completely automated. So people watch the 3-minute video, then you got 2 options right on the video. There, the option 1 is basically launch now. They start the email right away, join now. The second part is, if they're not quite getting more information, they go to the launch pad, which is the compensation plan. So it's a very fully automated system. Third, drive home pre-tour call. I love this. We put this up because it's a perfect training for the new LCs to know how to present their GWT business. It opens opportunities for them because sometimes it's hard to get people to get on the computer to see a webinar, but everybody has to drive home after work, right? Hey, listen, what time you finish work? 3 o'clock. Good, I'm going to go at 3 o'clock, and I'm going to spend 5 minutes with you on the phone. They're stuck in traffic anyways. So now you're going to take them through it. And most importantly, promotes phone work. Because I think, especially in North America, people hide behind the keyboard too much. This is a belly-to-belly business. You build like and trust on the phone. You voice your excitement. So I love this drive pre-tour call. And you should be using this every single day. Somebody every single day on the way to work or the back from work, they need to be on the call with you. Call them up when time you finish work. You don't want to take too much of your time, but on the way home, you got 20 minutes drive home, I need 5 minutes of it. And you take that script and you just talk. There's nothing to watch. You talk. Once you've seen this, now they make an appointment to get to see the actual tour. Prospecting packs. Some unbelievable packages have been created. This is what that you give to your prospects. Basically, what it will do is it's got an application form, it's got a survey, it's got a gift certificate, it has all the accolades, compensation plan, very professional. You can buy them from the back office, and everybody needs to be professional in their business. Don't cheap out on your business. It's a visual business. People have to see how professional it is before they go ahead and invest. So stop talking to people, start showing people. Stop talking to people, start showing people. You know, again, documentation beats conversation. I don't know how many different ways I got to tell you. You got to have these documents because it shows how amazing your company is. So this is called Prospecting Pack. Then we've got the Welcome Kit. This is not out yet, but it's beautiful. It's a beautiful folder. And what we're going to do with this one, we're going to go back to what we used to do before, which is every single LC, including retailers. Now they're going to get this kit. The minute they launch, they're going to get this kit in the mail. Here's a problem, and it's free, by the way. I'm even paying for the shipping, so it's all free. Here's the reason why. You know, we had, for example, last month, 226 retailers. The way the culture is right now, there's no products. So the way it is right now with the USB, people are waiting till they place the first order, and then they get the USB. So it tells that new person, I don't have to do anything till I place my first order. That could be weeks. That could be months. I mean, retailers don't even have any products. So forget about retailers. Seleniums, gold, diamonds. You know, if people have to wait weeks or months before they even get the information, if that's the culture, that slows down your business, doesn't it? We're going to change that. So the minute they launch, we're going to send this in the mail instantly. They should have it as soon as possible. But again, the whole culture of this, although we're doing this automatically, when you launch somebody, the culture is going to be that instantly, the minute they launch, you go to the back office and you download the BIF. Instantly, you download it. Doing business that night. So launch, BIF. Launch, BIF. Launch, same night. That's a same night MO. Of course, a few days later, maybe by some markets, 7-8 days later, this package will show up. Well, this is not, I don't want this to be a culture. I don't want you to actually tell them, you know what, now that you launch, congratulations, well, you can expect the package from the head office. Don't even say that. Let them get it and they'll be happy they got it. Because when you say that, you just told them, don't do anything till you get this package. You don't want people not to do anything. You want people to hit the ground running. Because in a few days, the idea is cold, then you may lose them, it may take a while to get going, you may get a chargeback, whatever. Why? The minute they launch their VDM or their email, you download the BIF instantly. That moment, they're in business. At some point, we're going to send this package to them automatically. But don't tell them, oh, you're going to get this. Because when you say that, that means they're going to wait till they get started. You don't want them to get started. You don't want them to wait. You want to get started right away. Hit the ground running. Culture, culture, culture. You don't want a culture of 7 days before you get started. You want a culture of you launch, you're in the game, let's go. Tomorrow, I want to be on the call. I want to do a tour. I want to be belly to belly, face to face. I want to be on the phone, on the laptop, on iPad. I want to do a presentation for your person tomorrow. Not waiting for the welcome kit. When they get this, they're going to love it. They have it. But that's not, the mistake is to tell them about it and they'll wait for it. Don't wait for it. You have enough. We're an online business. We're an internet business. We have enough to get going. Sanaz, do you have the link?
Hi, Ramin. Sorry, I'm just gonna, I've sent you the link. I just need you to share it on your screen as the computer that I present from doesn't have speakers. But until we do that, I just wanted to quickly reiterate a couple quick things that you just shared with our LCs. So all of these packs, the prospecting pack that we have, these kits will be sent to everyone automatically, as you mentioned earlier. And of course, these prospecting packs are available for purchase right in your back offices. So some of you have been asking the question that I'm reading in comments and questions, that basically whether you are able to print your own and download and print yourselves, and the answer is no. We sell this pre-made, which is basically the binder, not the binder, but the pamphlet. Of course, you can always buy the gift certificate separately or just print the black and white in your back office. So that one you can download and print. The application that's included you can download and print. The survey you can download and print. But again, the compensation plan is also available for you to be able to utilize as well. So a lot of this stuff is pretty much available right in your back office as it is. The second thing, just before we pass it back to Ramin, was, if a customer, I'll leave that one for the end. Ramin, back to you.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yep, I can see it.
Okay, everyone, turn up your speakers so you could hear the message. This is not the final video. It's about 90%. We're probably going to change the voiceover to Doug Davidson, the Emmy Award winner. This is our very own Rachel that did this voiceover. She did an unbelievable job. There's some few things we're going to change, but this is about the gist of where the next generation GWT tools are going to go. There's going to be no talking heads. There's no two people for the PowerPoint. That's not going to happen anymore. We're going to use videos, pictures, animations, stuff like this, exciting, very interactive. This is where the videos, the promotional tools of GWT is going. And this 3-minute video is exactly what we needed for that first approach. So here it is.
To get paid to wear luxury designer goods? Do you want to create a second stream of income and build your dream lifestyle? Welcome to GWT Corp, where you can get paid to wear designer products. Since 2005, this Canadian designer company has been changing the lives of over 20,000 entrepreneurs around the world. Did you know that GWT has expanded into over 150 countries, and that's growing every day? Imagine simply wearing our gorgeous products, which range from jewelry, watches, handbags, shoes, sunglasses, and more, and making money simply by promoting the brand.
Love home party. Love home party. One home party, one single sale, over $10,000 with one client alone.
Went to my friend's house and sold over $600 of products. With GWT, you have the opportunity to own your own multi-million-dollar online gallery, already preloaded with thousands of SKUs of beautiful products. And we offer you the ideal partnership. GWT takes care of all the hard stuff, the inventory, payment processing, shipping, returns, and website maintenance. All you have to do is tell others about your new business and the dazzling products.
I launched my mall 7 years ago part-time. My first month, I earned $5,000.
Our three brands, Posh, Fairy, and Fairy Mosh, have been spotted on celebrities on multiple red carpets. We've been spotted at the Emmys, the Golden Globes, the Oscars, and countless more. Our brands are a celebrity favorite. Now you're wondering, okay, how does this work? It's simple. Once you launch your online gallery, you're ready for business. Start to introduce your friends, family, acquaintances, and anyone to check out your new website and shop for their favorite products. With the retailer package, you will earn retail profit on all of the product sales on your website. Because this is an online business, your store is always open and your customers can shop from anywhere in the world. Do you love to party? Why not get paid to party? Our luxury consultants have been a part of parties that have earned them thousands in commissions in a matter of hours. The best part? Your commissions are paid out weekly. Have fun and make money. How great is that? It gets better. How does earning up to $10,000 a month sound? With GWT, it's definitely possible. With our team building packages, you can create an empire of online galleries and train a sales team to expand your business and earn residual income.
My biggest month selling $3,000 in 1 month.
We have a brand new party in Germany and we sold $2,000 in 2 hours.
Wouldn't it be nice to get paid to go on vacation? Wouldn't it be even nicer to get paid to go on vacation for free? Many of our luxury consultants have experienced the amazing GWT incentives. We have our incredible Ambassador Caribbean Cruise, the Regional Ambassador Exotic Vacation, the National Ambassador Luxury Car Program, where you can choose the make and model of your luxury car. And finally, we have the Global Ambassador Exotic Car Program, where you can drive an exotic car like a Lamborghini, a Ferrari, or a Maserati for free for 18 months. No other company offers incentives as amazing as these. Not to worry. To get there, we give you tools, training, and support you need to get started. You just need to have the drive and desire to change your life and live the luxury lifestyle. Are you ready to take back your life? Are you ready to create the opportunity to have time and financial freedom? It's time to live again with GWT. Get back in touch with the person who showed you this video and tell them, I'm ready.
Okay. So again, we don't have a proper beginning, proper ending at the end. So right now it's just basically the core of the video, but you see where it's headed. Very clean, very quick. It's only 3 minutes and 45 seconds or whatever it is. But that after this video, it says, okay, I'm ready to launch, or show me the comp plan, right? Which is a launch pad. So they click on the next video. It's fully automated. It's going to be absolutely epic. You see how we're getting better? This next generation is all about speed. All right. If you have any comments or anything about these things, just put it in the comment box, and we're going to read it for you at the end of this call. All right, so let's get going. 5 simple steps, the action plan. Because right now what happens, a new person comes in, there's too much. You go on YouTube, there's like 5,000 things there. And on the next 30 days, you have to wait for 7 days. And if you don't get on there, and people generally don't know what to do, it's going to be very, very simple from now on. We have the day 1 training is basically a 5-step training. Choose your email. Again, choose a package. Buy products. Okay, place an order. Sell product. Home parties. Coffee shop. Online. Just show somebody your stuff. Expand your team. Launch other emails. Duplicate it above. Done. Nothing more. Somebody comes on a new day that they just launched tonight. All they need to know is that choose a package, buy something, sell something, and do other presentations and duplicate the process in your team. That's it. Everything else becomes additional information. So we have intermediate training, which happens on Tuesday night, the next 30 days. We have advanced training, which is going to be on a Sunday nights, CDSE call. But in the day 1, when somebody launches now, simple 5-step. Choose your email and then choose a package. Second part, buy products. So important, because right now I was telling you earlier, people are going under IA and accumulating, or they're not placing an order. No one is placing a sense of urgency to place products. Again, I said nobody. It's inaccurate. But I'm just saying, we want to make sure the very first thing, everybody, this should be 100% stat, where you minute they come in, have them place an order. Now they don't have to place the entire IA account, but they got to place an order. Because if they don't do number 2, they can't do number 3. If they don't have any product, how are they going to sell products? How are they going to do home parties? How are they going to be at the coffee shop showing their products in the briefcase? How are they going to get online? You can show online, but again, number 2 If you miss number 2, you miss number 3, and all of a sudden you've got some type of plan that becomes very, very difficult to do. We want to make sure it's very, very simple. Your target is for people to come in right away and start enjoying the product and start enjoying profits. So this is going to be our day 1 training. Simple. Choose your email, place an order, let's start doing home parties, meet you in a coffee shop, bring a briefcase, you can bunch of party stuff in there, whatever you've ordered, wear your shoes, wear your bag, your watch, whatever, start having coffee with somebody, showing them your stuff with some catalogs. When you start doing interactions like this, that leads to questions, conversations, and shopping, as well as people launching their videos. By the way, stop trying to recruit your customers. Enjoy the 67%. First part is we put pressure. A lot of our customers who love our products, everybody loves the GWT products, but they're afraid to talk to you because every time they talk to you, you say, well, why don't you launch one? Forget it. Don't do that. Enjoy the retail profits. There's tons of it. Imagine having 20 VIP customers. There's 22 different buying, at least 22 different gifting periods during the year. I mean, you can make a full-time income on retail profits alone. So with all the stuff that we're coming up with the PV and those incentives, trust me, you want to have a lot of these retail sales as well. Outside the retail profit, you want to bring your PV up as much as possible. So a simple 5-step plan. CDSC, we want to make sure that our leadership core is really qualified. Because again, the way it is right now is that you go ahead, for example, for Diplomat, you launch 3 diamonds, you can just bring people to a meeting, or we got some strong tools, the products are strong, and somebody can become a Diplomat, still not know anything. So we're going to make sure that our people are qualified. And this is how we used to be, by the way. And along the way, things change, but we're going to go back to where it used to be. So before the LC receives their pins, shirts, and recognition, they must have the following. Now, CDSC basically is our Diplomat, right? Strong attendance on the CDSC call, which is on Monday nights, as a contributor. Whether you're listening or you're hosting, everybody can host. Host is just basically saying hello, quick script, introducing the trainer, right? Host of the month. So there's no more ambassador of the month. Anyone becomes a Diplomat, they can start hosting the calls that we have. LCG and observers, we have an elite group that they're going to this week determine what are the actual responsibilities for each level. However, here's some examples. I think the diplomats must know how to do, say for them, the host calls, set webinars, the systems that we're using right now, whether this or Zoom, set meeting rooms in a hotel, train on Tuesday nights, because the basic, intermediate, it's the same training over and over again. Diplomats should be able to be very proficient at this part. Ambassadors should know that, plus they should be able to train at boot camps, Sunday night calls, etc. The RAs must know everything, including setting conferences, train on CDSC calls, because they're advanced calls. Be an effective trainer, guest when you travel, because when you travel to a different city and you're the special guest, people bring their guests, they want to make sure that you know what you're talking about, that you have great stories, you have great experience. You could do the basic stuff amazingly. So we're going to make sure that our CDSC, there'll be some mandatory things that people have to go through before they can get the pins of recognition. And this way, once we have, because we have a lot, I think like 400 or 500 members in the CDSC, once we have this leadership proficient, that trickles down to the whole organization. So again, moving forward this decade, you're going to see a very quick correction on that. All right. That was the work side of our webinar. The fun side is about to start. I talked about earlier, we're going to become a diamond company again. So, to do that, the very first thing I've done, I've eliminated the Diamond Challenge, which is a product promotion of $1,000, right? So when somebody goes diamond right away, they get $1,000 retail worth of extra products. Or if they upgrade within 30 days, they get it. It's called the Diamond Challenge promotion, right? We're eliminating this because I think there's a lot of products in diamond anyways, and I think over the years, that extra product, I mean, it did a lot of good, but we need something fresh. But interestingly, where we're going is what we had in 2006, how we started. And obviously, it worked extremely well. This program, though, is even twice as good as where we started. So no more Diamond Challenge, but from now on, every single person that goes diamond within 30 days, either instantly or over the next 30 days, they are going to get a 7-day free vacation in a 3.5-star or better resort worldwide. 3,000 locations around the world to choose from. So it doesn't matter if you're in Africa, Australia, wherever you are, there are plenty of options for you. Europe, Middle East, you can receive vacation if you purchase or upgrade a package within 30 days. So again, this will replace the $1,000 Diamond Challenge. Flights are obviously not included. This is unbelievable, obviously, because I know there are MLM companies right now that are actually selling vacations. That's all they do. They're MLM companies are flourishing. All they do is sell vacations. But guess what? We give them away for free. So, this is going to be an unbelievable promotion. Just the hotel package alone could be as high as the Diamond package by itself. I know in Toronto, it comes down to 4-star or better hotels. You're talking $250, $300 a night, maybe more, $400 a night worth of just for the fee for the hotel. So this vacation, the free vacation that comes with the Diamond, can cover the Diamond package itself. Now, here's what I'm excited about this. If I were you, and all my diamonds I would have brought in, well, I suppose I could choose to go to Vegas, I could choose to go wherever they go, but this is where I want them to go, right here, Toronto. Why? To visit the world headquarters. So if you're outside Ontario, you want to make sure, if you're in other provinces, other countries, you want to make sure that, this is one way for them to be able to see the world headquarters, because once people come here and they see that $400,000 set on the display, $100,000 watch, once they meet the corporate team, the staff, and everything else, they're completely at a different level. And the best part about this is that it's actually they have 2.5 years to use it. Now, I don't suggest that you wait. I know the sooner the better, right? They were asking, can they coordinate it for the convention? I suppose there's a lot of places around Toronto. If they book early enough, maybe they can. So now they got free hotel. Now, I personally like to stay in the same hotel that the convention is at, because everyone's there. You're gonna miss a lot if you're not in that hotel where the convention is at. So I don't know if this is the best idea, but the point, what I would do, like I said, is that I want to make sure all my diamonds show up to the head office as soon as possible, because I know what that's going to do to my business, what's going to do to their business. So this particular promotion is madness. Now, people will keep asking, how do you do that? Like, how do you manage this? 5,000 vacations up front. Just the deposit alone was well over $100,000. So again, it wasn't easy, but I know what it's going to do for your business. It's the value proposition of a 7-day, 3,000. By the way, this company has been around since 1989. They got concierge service. This is one of the best companies in the world. So we paid a lot because they all won the best, A+ business rating. It was important to me that we go to a company that we know our people are going to be happy with. Now, don't get into, too detailed how availability. The whole thing about this program is for the tour night. For that tour night, for them to say, yes, that's what this is to do. It's, again, 3.5, this is not motels, right? 3.5-star better. So, but don't get too detailed on that part. This whole thing's about tour night for them to say, yes, they go diamond, or within the next 30 days, they work their buns out to get to diamond. Already, we've had, because we did this for the CDSC group first, and I've had reports saying that, they had a % close ratio when they introduced this in the meeting. 100% close ratio. Everybody wants this, right? Like I said, there's MLM companies that the only thing they sell is vacation, and now we give it away for free. So again, this is one of the major promotions for Phase VI, and I know you're absolutely jazzed about this. So let's move on to the next. There are 3 ways to become a diamond. Right now, of course, you can buy it as a diamond, and when you do that, you get your free vacation. They'll be bringing back the Diamond Rush promotion, where you can launch additional emails, now we call emails, to reach a diamond. So there's a slide that's going to come out next. The 3rd way now, we have a new way to reach diamond, and that's basically now you can sell your way to become a diamond. Because we got a lot of people who are out there doing home parties, just selling a lot of products, but you know what? They'll never actually get to diamond because it's not part of a program. They make a lot of money, but they don't, you know, there's no mechanism for them. There's no path for them to diamond by selling, by through PV, personal volume, whether they bought or they sold. In that video, we saw Daisy talked about in one show, she sold $10,000. One show, right? Well, we changed that now. We got a lot of cool stuff. Up the PV, personal volume, and your monthly IA, your top-up program, and all your VIP customers, your home parties, online sales, extra product sales, all of those become PV, right? We got some excellent, cool programs for that. We're not going to share most of it, actually most of it with you tonight, but there's some really cool stuff. You'll get the gist of what we're doing in a few minutes. All right, so third grade. So Diamond Rush, obviously you're familiar with this. Palladium or above, if you're a retailer, you can get 9 Palladiums or above, and you're going to become a diamond. Palladium, you get 6. Gold, you get 3. You become a diamond. So I know a lot of people love this because outside buying the diamond package or the upgrade, this provided another path to be able to get to diamond, and many of you have. If you're somebody like Maxwell, who's brought in 100 emails already that he's launched himself. So there's a lot of people, as you can see on the Night of the Stars, that are launching VDMs or emails. This provides another path to get to diamond. Again, why diamond? Because that's what maximize your profits, maximize your commissions, maximize your buying power. That's why. So we want to give our people the maximum chance of hitting another part. So anyways, then the third way we talked about is you can sell your way to diamond. As you can see, is blank. Is because we're not announcing this until a conference. You got to be at a conference for you to know what the details are. But we're not stopping there. You can sell your way to become part of the CDSE. Imagine becoming a diplomat by selling your way there. Imagine becoming cruise qualified as an ambassador by selling your way there. This is really, really cool. You can get on that cruise. And what you've done is, because you know, there are home party companies, there's many of them. Like Pampered Chef, they do $500 million in business, and they don't have a binary program. They have no compensation plan. The whole thing is based on buying and selling. It's a home party company. There's a lot of home party companies are flourishing through home parties. So, and when you look at their numbers, some of these people are selling 15, 20, 25,000 Tupperware. All these guys, A1, some of these guys are selling a ton of stuff. We have some really cool programs now. So not only you can get to diamond, you can get to diplomat, you can get to ambassador. And we're not stopping there, because we have some really cool programs that you're going to find out in a minute, bonuses on a monthly basis and on an annual basis for having the highest PV. All right, the email renewal. You know, and this is something that I guess Team Nigeria brought up, and we thought about it a few times, but I guess you needed a group to come up and make a request for it, and we have some excellent news for you. Moving forward in phase 6, part of a momentum phase, all email renewals will come with an IA rebate. In other words, it's like free renewal now. I know how popular the IA rebate is for the shipping. We hear it from everybody, how people love it. Now we even have it for the renewal. So whether it's the 194, whether it's the 59 for the retailer, whether it's the 69 for the holding position, all of them will come with an IA rebate. So now it doesn't cost them anything. It's like free renewal. You go, you put in 95 to renew your mall. Now you're going to get $194 of free product. You sell that. Again, with the culture of PV that we have now, the whole focus is, a lot of people are going to focus on buying and selling products. This turns quickly into value where you bought something or you sold something. So again, number 2 promotion, and we talked about, again, which is the IA rebate for the renewal. All right, let's continue. Zone pricing. This happened a little while ago, but maybe a lot of people didn't pay attention to it. Before we had, I personally had gone to 100 different countries. We have access to this international VAT database, and to see what the duties are with different countries. So different countries had different premium, because obviously we offer the total service. We want to make sure we cover some of our costs. It doesn't cover quite enough, but some of our costs. Well, we've changed that now. Because before, say for example, some countries were 5%, some 15%, some 25%, some 40%. If you're in Brazil, it was like 80%. It was ridiculously high, right? So we've changed that now. Now we have basically one pricing. We've added 15% all across the board outside Canada. So it doesn't matter what country you're in, then you're going to, this is where you're going to see. Now in Canada, they don't get that, but in Canada we have the 15% tax, so it becomes the same thing. So there's no more confusion. If you launch somebody saying, if you happen to reside in UK, you launch somebody in France, you don't have to be confused on why the prices are different. By the way, the zone pricing is a very common thing in business. If you went to a Cartier website, you go to a Louis Vuitton website, and you change countries, you'll find that the products are different prices in different countries, obviously, because you have to account for the VAT charges, the duties, the costs of doing business in those countries. So that's very standard in business world. Ours was the same, where the product pricing from country to country varied, but we changed it now. We've unified it, 15% across the board. Now I did release the VAT charges that we have, and our leadership core were absolutely floored to know some countries, and we talk about 15% here, some countries were charging us 345%. 345%. 340. I keep saying this because there's some countries that are charging us more than 3 times of the value of the goods for VAT and duties. So because of that, a few months back, I introduced the X zones. The X zones means that if you come across countries that are like that, like Kenya is one of them, some of the Caribbean countries are that way, is that if we come into countries that we find that the VAT charges are too high, we cannot offer the total service. So it's going to be self-clearing. So we don't want to say, here's my target. I don't really want to be in 162 countries, to be honest. I want to focus on 30. The main countries that we run, we want to focus on them and do a better job with them. But being such a vast nets right now, it just makes it very difficult. For example, we have one order going to Bulgaria, for example. It takes 3 weeks of our staff time to try to clear it. It's not a big market, yet it takes so much of our resources. Not only we pay a ton of VAT and duty charges, it doubles the cost, just our staff dealing with it. Instead, I like my staff dealing with the case we had last week with the United States, where we have one of our sunglasses, the shield, got caught at the customs. For some reason, this particular officer said we needed an FDA number and all of this. And again, we've been shipping to the US for 10 years. Now, we had to deal with that, and we dealt with it, and it took a couple of weeks to clear it. But that's what I mean. We want to make sure we focus on the main markets. When something like this happens, and because you don't know what this customs, you get to the wrong guy. So we want to be able to offer those services for you. No other company in the world has ever done that. But we don't want to do it for 160 countries because we just can't. It comes in the cost of other countries. So the X zones, basically, as we come across countries where we find out that the VAT and duty charge are extremely high, or in some cases, some of these countries, it's not consistent. You can send the same package 5 times and get 5 different fees, and no one can explain why. To make matters worse, some of these countries, you can't even get a hold of the customs officer. It's an automated system. So it's ridiculous. So the 2 ways to do this. One, to say, okay, what other companies do, which is you can't do business. We're not doing business with these countries. We can just ban those countries. Or we can say, you know what, we don't want to ban it. We have an advantage in the sense that our products are pre-approved worldwide. We just put them in the X zones, and they'll do business the same way they would do business through eBay or Amazon or any other website. When those countries order from any website, any online platform, they understand they're going to clear it. They understand that they have to come in the countries. There's some process involved. So instead of saying no to those countries, we're going to put them in an X zone where if they want to do business, they know up front, the minute they go to launch their VDM, their email, from that moment they go to launch, it tells them that this country, the total service is not available in this country. And the minute they go to place an order, they'll know that they have to click off, they know that that total service is not available. Because we want to make sure that people know from the beginning that they are going to, what they're getting. Because sometimes our people don't do a good job, or they don't know. They're so used to being pampered by us through the total service, they think maybe every country is the same. It's not the same. And not that the new person cares anyways, because no other company in history ever offered total service. You know, which company you've ever seen that actually says, when you place an order, imagine eBay or Amazon, place an order, our people will clear it for you, our people will pay the VAT charges, duty charges, or we'll chase it for 3 weeks and fight with your customs. Of course, nobody does that. So we started this, it's been good, but we can't keep on doing it for every country. Every country is different. So the X zone on the new software is going to be in effect. Some countries will end up in there. And those countries up front is going to say it's self-clearing, and that's not going to be, total service is not going to be offered. So what it will do, though, it may discourage some people to go to certain countries, which is 1,000% okay with me. And it's okay with you as well. There are companies in one country, in the US, they do 500 million business. We don't need to be in 250 countries. We don't, right? So we need to go to a few countries, and we can create 1,000 millionaires on those few countries. Again, I'm not shutting any countries out. All we're saying is that the total service that you're used to is not going to be offered in every country, and your people will know that up front from the time that they go to launch their email. It says it from the sign up to the time they place an order. All right, so this one here is a little of a strategy of how we can offer better service to the main markets that we operate in. It doesn't affect 99% of our people, because obviously we know where the business is coming from, the main markets, but nonetheless it's a news that should be shared. Okay, now you're going to love this. Simplify IA and simplify GWT. We're eliminating all points from our system moving forward. We don't need any more points. It's all going to be dollar transactions. What that means that what this is going to do is going to simplify the product buying process. In other words, people say, okay, what's 400 points? There is no more points. It's just going to be dollars from now on. Less training, less conversation. You know, we get tons of calls coming to the office. I have 1,800 points. What does that mean? How much can I buy? That stuff going away. Again, simplicity, simplicity. I set phase 6 with about 2 things. Simplicity, fuel. Simplicity, fuel. Simplicity, fuel. So we are attacking every part of the business. The commission cycle, there's no more 5,000 points. It's like $62.50, get you $500. Simple. Value packages. Explain again. You know, somebody gets a Selenium. How much is, I don't know, 250 points with an IA. That's all going to go away in the new software. So no more point conversion. So here's a good example. Currently, you have to do 1667 and 3333 in points, which is 6250, in order to get $500, right? That's how it is right now. And people are confused about, okay, what's the point, the 1.25 and all that. It's just going to go simple now. Basically, 2083, 4166, 6250, $500. Done. Simple, simple, simple. When we started in 2005, for certain reasons, we had to implement the point system. We don't need that anymore because state-of-the-art software is now. So again, simplicity, simplicity, simplicity. And I know many countries around the world are loving this because they find themselves explaining to people all the time, what is the point system like? That's going to end on the new software. All right. Creating top performance. Again, we talk about the PV, again, personal volume, top PV incentive. We're going to have monthly incentives. So one person, if they reach some milestone, they're going to get a bunch of goodies every single month. So we're going to have 12 winners on a monthly basis. One person who's going to become. Remember I talked about earlier on that there are people who are selling a lot right now, but there's nothing to incentivize for them to keep doing it. Of course, when they keep selling, you make CV, right? So we want to incentivize everybody to keep on selling, keep on expanding, keep on working at it. You know, if they know they had a great month and there's a few people close to them, they're going to keep on buying and selling, making sure to win this. Of course, that creates CV for you. This is how you create momentum. The whole thing is about creating momentum. That's what PV does. So we're going to put all these incentives, all these back office links, all these stats to make sure that this is where you're going to be. For example, if you do X amount of more dollars, personal volume, you're going to be a diamond, or you're going to be a diplomat, or you're going to be an ambassador. You'll be cruise qualified if you do X amount more. We're going to keep people, all these milestones in your team to keep on buying and selling. When you got that much products in and out, that generates hell of a lot of CV for you, hell of a lot of usage. And we love our products all over the world. Being the best designer, we want everybody to have one. So you see the culture change? You see the mindset change? This is the core of a business that we were missing. It was always there, but the focus wasn't on it. We're focusing on it completely. Outside the monthly winners, we're going to have an annual winner. Again, creating top performers. Imagine at a convention, you show up and you're the top PV. You're going to get a bunch of cool stuff, plus a trophy and recognition and everything else. You know, company, you're going to be in the magazine or emails or whatever. So again, it creates another sense of urgency, another process, another milestone. People love to achieve. I wrote in my book, life is not about achieving happiness. Life is about happily achieving. Many people would think that way. But we don't have currently, our system doesn't provide those incentives, those sense of urgencies. We're going to put all those triggers in for your people to keep on achieving for the next, the next, the next. It's always about the next, 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 and that generates CV for you. Can you see what was missing? That's where we're going. I sat down thinking about this because in decade number 2, we know we got the best product in the world and everybody loves it. Even some of the challenges we had in the past is gone. We haven't heard that in a long time. Our RAF department, they're bored. It's like the Maytag guy now. They have nothing to do. I'm telling you, so we got the best products in the world. We got the compensation plan, it's been undisputed. We have all these crazy holds of profits now. So that's all. Okay, what is it? Then it came down to a core culture where people look at IA, which is the cornerstone of the business. They looked at it as a fee or some mechanism to preserve CV or make money through the commissions. No, see, the PV, the IA program was one thing. PV, personal volume, is buy and sell products. And when people start using their own product, they'll never get off their IA. When people start using the product, people will ask questions, more conversation. They get busier. They have more fun in their business. So we've gone and I've changed the whole core part, the cultural side of it, whole core part of our business. All right, we haven't forgotten about the people who love to present. We're going to have a monthly launcher, top monthly launcher. The person who launches the most emails. Again, we're going to have a bunch of cash, we're going to have a bunch of recognition, shirts, hats, all that cool stuff on a monthly basis. What I love about this, in most countries that we operate in, the monthly bonus is more than what an average person, middle class, makes in their full-time job. Imagine that. So you all got people who are great recruiters, right? Now they could actually live on this alone. Just go and win this. And now, by the way, all this stuff, again, is over and above everything we already have. Right? All the stuff I'm talking about is over and above everything we already have. And when it gets really crazy, is a top annual launcher. Person with the most emails. We have the top 3. You're going to get cash, jacket, shirt, hat, recognition, all kinds of cool stuff. I've removed all that numbers because you get at the conference it's going to come out. But I got to tell you, the top number here, say the top launcher, that number is more than what an average person makes in most countries in a year. The bonus alone is more than most people make in most countries as a full-time job in a year. One bonus. Can you imagine the sense of urgency that's going to put in your teams? It's always about the next, the next, the next, the next, the next, right? So we've created this mechanism, starting with the culture, PV, PV, PV. Then we create all these systems to make sure that people are constantly incentivized, reminded that they need to keep on buying and selling products. And when they do, not only they get more money, they get more recognition, they are highlighted, highlighted on a weekly and monthly basis. That was missing in decade number 1 in GWT when it comes to personal volume. So pretty cool stuff. All right, we're coming to the end of this. I was rushing through this. I think the other calls that I did was like a 2.5, 3 hours. But I wanted to really rush through this tonight. And so Posh has now become what you always wanted. And I want Sanaz to herself to actually take it to the next slide. And actually the next 2 slides. Sanaz, you can take over the next 2 slides. Because I give Sanaz a mandate. I said, okay, I have a vision of what Posh should be. Posh should be a mall within the mall. I could see Posh being like, if you're in Canada, like Winners or Target, except better. You know, where you go, you can find affordable luxury, affordable fashion, not luxury, sorry, affordable fashion. So, you know, I could see the expanding the scope. So, in fact, I give her real tough mandates that I'd like to see some samples before the conference that's coming up. And by the convention, next convention, we're going to release a bunch of stuff. So Posh is going to be the future of GWT. Most importantly, Posh is... okay, I don't want to give out too much, Sanaz. Why don't you take people through this slide and the next slide?
Absolutely, Ramin. Can you hear me okay?
Perfect, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, Ramin, you know, throughout the years, of course, we know that Posh has definitely developed and become an amazing, amazing lineup. And as it's starting to expand, we wanted to just share with people some of the amazing things that are going to be coming up with the Posh. Now, imagine Posh being expanding to have its own division of affordable shoes, sunglasses, you know, light clothing like wraps, pet accessories, something that a lot of people have been wanting, kids accessories, something that, again, I've been getting quite a bit of, again, a request for, body and face products, and of course, much, much more. Much the same like Winners, Target stores, but much better. And of course, the best part of it all, ladies and gentlemen, that our CEO's done, I know everyone's going to hit the roof when they hear this, and they are going to be super excited about this. When it comes to our Posh line, ladies and gentlemen, the drum roll begins, because what we're going to be also doing with your Posh lineup is something absolutely phenomenal, exciting, exhilarating. And Ramin, if we can hit that slide, and we will share with everyone that, ladies and gentlemen, aside from adding all these things to the Posh, we are also not only going to be able to add to this collection, but Posh is now going to become 100% IA. What does that mean? No more 50-50 IA, 50-50 cash, but it's going to become all 100% IA. And of course, what we're going to do to be able to give you that tool, which again, I know a lot of people are going to love, we're going to be increasing the prices by 10 to 20% to be able to allow for all of you to be able to shop 100% IA when it comes to your Posh lineup. Now imagine not only getting all those new verticals in, but being able to use your points. And again, one of the things that we wanted to do is, we understand some countries, some teams don't necessarily have credit cards in their back office. We understand that when new members join, they possibly may not be able to pick up the ferry items they want, and we want them to be able to have full access to the menu of Posh. And ladies and gentlemen, we are super excited once again to be allowing for all of our luxury consultants to be able to use Posh now as 100% IA. Ramin, back to you.
Terrific. Well, folks, Posh has now become like ferry. So from day one, people can come in and they can buy it through there. Now, obviously, we have to pay for it. So it's going to go up by about 10 to 20%. But this doesn't really affect anything, because as what we've done, if you remember, you used to get a 100% retail profit on Posh, and we reduced that to 67%. So currently 67. So even with the increase, it's still going to be less than what it used to be before, because of the change we made on the retail profit. So by the end of the day, people are happy, the LCs are happy, there's no more questions answering why is it 50-50. One thing is that one finds that when these conversations sometimes can turn negative, and it kills enthusiasm. We wanted to again simplify, which we've done here, fuel. This particular slide probably did both of them. Simplify, fuel. You saw we've attacked many areas of GWT. It was already the best program in the world. Now, I believe we addressed what we need to do to make sure this gets into the momentum that we've never seen before. The tidal wave that this is going to create that we've never seen before. Every peak we've had, we seem to have a peak and valleys, and every company has that. Ours is about every 4 years. Every peak we've had, 2008, 2012, 2016, has been on an average of 4 times higher than the previous peak, the highest point, the most momentum, right? The valleys, when we had a slow time, like we had maybe not last little, our valleys about 4 times higher than the last valley. So we're going the right direction. So when you got your peaks and valleys 4 times higher than the previous peaks and valleys, and ours is about 4 to 5 year span in there, it's so we know the next, and in the last peak, we created a whole bunch of millionaires, 6-figure income earners. We had $100,000 earner already. Imagine we do, even if we did what we've done in our trend, which is 4 times more, you know, we're going to create a whole bunch of millionaires very, very quickly. But with what we've done now, which is Posh being 100%, the 7-day vacation for Diamond, all the stuff that we've done, the renewal, the IA rebate is going to bring up the renewal averages even higher than what it is right now. I believe we're going to do 10 times in momentum over the next 4 or 5 years than we did ever in our history. So I hope that you're really happy, because I know some of these things, including this slide, a lot of people have been asking for it. I know how Africa reacted. This is all the type of things they were looking for. I know from the emails I've been getting, some people who actually tapped into some of those calls, the CDSC or also LCG group and the observers group. I know how revved up they are. I know this is something that everyone was asking for. You've got it all. Phase 6 is here. The only thing you need to be thinking about is what GWT is today, who GWT is today, not what it was last year, 2 years ago, 5 years ago. Sometimes you run into somebody, they mention something that was 2 years ago. Like, who cares? You know, it's like saying, you know what, I got sick 2 years ago, and I'm still talking about it. I got a flu 2 years ago. I'm still talking, oh, I went to a restaurant, I had a bad meal 2 years ago. I'm still talking. It's ridiculous. Live in the present, and let's move forward to the future. We've invested heavily. I've sat down and blown my brains, put a lot of time and effort and investment into this. So we can focus on it and go create more millionaires. And whoever, so you have no more ears or thoughts available to anyone who wants to talk about the first decade. The first decade was amazing. We got an A+ BBB rating. We are AAA rating MLM company in the world. We are the MLM's premier company. We are the most decorated, award winner, accolades, everything in the world. That was the first decade. But with what we've done, we're a company that's twice as good as what we were in the first decade. So with a couple of quick announcements, obviously it's set up now. We have our exotic trip that is set up. These are the qualifiers that are class of 2017. It's going to be at the same resort that we brought the last group. I mentioned before that the exotic trip, the RA trip, is going to be every 2 years, not every year, because we want to gather more people. It'll be more fun that way. So this year is 2000. Then we're going to have the one 2 years from now. We have a conference that's coming up. As you can see, it's going to be a big mega tour, full day of forensic that everyone's been bombarding me with to do. We're going to have a full day of forensic. Sanaz will do the in-depth product training, especially the new parts stuff we talk about. And we have a real special event for the CDSC members, chocolate fountain, champagne, hors d'oeuvres, all of that with myself. So this is going to be in October, right, Sanaz?
Yes, Ramin, that is correct.
I think we're finalizing the contract. Something crazy about Toronto. There's so much stuff going on. We can't even find a venue to be able to hold a lot of people. So, and most of all, the annual convention, it's set up now. It's going to be at the 7th wonder of the world, the Niagara Falls. Now, we did this in 2008, Sanaz, and many people have told me it was the most memorable convention they ever had. Obviously, it's fun to be at Niagara Falls, you know, being the attraction place of the world. It's the honeymoon place of the world. It's wedding, marriage place of the world with wedding chapels everywhere, every corner. But this particular hotel is where we stayed last time. This is where Sherry and Tammy got the President's Cup. This is where the Ferry Mosh was pre-launched, where Sanaz came down with 2 RCMP officers armed to make sure that she was safe. So we're going back. I think it's a fitting that we're going to be there. We've called that same hotel, and I just can't wait. So Sanaz, you want to share a couple of words on that?
Absolutely, Ramin. I am super excited. I hope all of you are on pins and needles and absolutely super excited with what you have heard tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we are excited just as much as you are because, of course, with all of the new updates that Ramin has put together for all of you, I hope you understand that the next decade is going to be absolutely insane. We already know that we have the most incredible products out there. We know that we have the most incredible compensation plan. But all of these new additions that we have that's going to, help that person that loves to retail, like the Daisies, like the Abdulias, like the Jeanettes. This is going to become a monumental thing for them to be able to, of course, do. And we are super excited to be able to have that. Ramin, of course, when it comes to convention, when it comes to conference, many of the people probably on the call are wondering when official launches will be done, which is one of the main questions. And of course, when it comes to the North American conference that's coming up, we are going to be releasing many of these things there. But of course, we want to make sure that everyone tonight saves the date, book your vacation, book your times off, so that time we can, of course, be with all of you, share the excitement, train you, teach you all the essential tools that you need. All right, so what I want to do, Ramin, is I want to quickly just go over some of the questions that you and I can answer. Some I can answer, and of course, you can answer some of them. Again, when is this taking place? Again, we're going to have a tier series within this week. We are going to start launching some. And of course, there's even more that we haven't even talked about tonight that's going to be released in October at the North American Conference. So make sure everyone book the dates off from right now. Make sure you get yourself to that conference. And of course, when it comes to the convention dates, they're right in front of you. Book that time off as well. So we are going to be implementing it. One of the first things that we will probably be implementing, of course, is the POSH. And I've just been going back and forth with our CTO as we've been on the call. Again, Ramin, just to read back to you. Oh my God, this is insane. Had a hard time keeping this tight-lipped, Reza writes, and having to announce it. Thank you, Ramin. You are the best. And you are going to, I can't read the bottom notes, shatter all records. Again, Ramin, oh my God, wow, wow, wow. This is insane. I'm excited. Love GWT. So a question for you, Ramin. Can anyone who is a retailer right now upgrade ASAP to a diamond and receive the trip incentive?
Oh yeah, that's the first question that comes up. In GWT, we got a culture, beautiful culture called No Member Left Behind, and we've done that also with the IIA. Yes, we're going to give everybody who's not a diamond one shot at this to upgrade and get the trip as well. Yes.
Wow, thank you, Ramin. Well, Amanda, there's your answer. Of course, if you do upgrade from a retailer, get this trip incentive. Victor, this is amazing. Thank you. Again, the next question is how long till we get everything into place? And as I mentioned, it's going to be a tier effect when it comes to it. Again, so happy for the IA rebate renewal. Love the POSH 100%. Woohoo! And that's from Amanda, of course. Thank you so much, Ramin. And Sanaz from Tony W. This is freaking amazing. Wow, I'm changing my name and launching again. All right, I want to go shopping again. You are a genius for me. Thank you. When will it all start?
Let me answer that. We're going to launch this in series, and starting actually tomorrow, we're going to take a look and see with our IT team which ones we can release. I want to get this out as soon as possible. So you're going to start seeing the corporate releasing posters one thing at a time, and when it goes on, and be all over it. One thing I do want to mention is that we released Fairy Conquest Automatic. I do want to take about 5 minutes on that, making sure that before you order the Fairy Conquest Automatic, because I know people are going crazy because obviously it's going to be instant collector and so forth. Automatic movements are not for everybody. And I got to tell you right now, the biggest complaint that Rolex has is not from the guys usually, it's from the ladies who buy them and realize that automatic movements require maintenance, and with some of those brands, it's very expensive to maintain. With us, it isn't, but it is not a type of. It's not what you're used to. The timepiece obviously has no battery. If it's not worn properly, it will stop moving. Then you have to reset it. It's like the old mechanical movements. Remember, you had to wind them every day, and then every day you had to wind. If you didn't wind, it would stop. Well, it's pretty much the same thing with the automatic, except you don't need to wind it every day, but it has to move every day. And based on if you're a woman or a man or what you do that day, what type of movement you've had, although the watch movement has a 40-hour reserve, but again, I've never seen, I know I had a 18,000 of Breitling that said you had a 36-hour reserve, and after 16 hours would stop working. So it all comes down to what type of movement. So point is this, you don't buy this timepiece because you expect, it's expensive timepiece, because you expect it to work just like your other fairies that go with battery-operated quartz movements. It's not like that. It'll be within 45 seconds to a minute or 2 minutes. It'll go up and down. These are very common for automatic movements. The vibration of the timepiece is very high, which means it's accurate. But at the end of the day, even for me, I'm getting a hold of it. So if it's not, people don't buy, it's like the 1964 Ferrari, where it doesn't run really, really good compared to the new Ferrari, but people want it because the collectors, it's worth a lot of money, and it's just a beautiful piece to have. So it's a person who buys a Rolex, and they'll give you the stats so you know, and you can actually Google this. An average, I'm not even talking about the Swiss-made movements like the one we put on in Safari. An average battery-operated movement, average, maybe a $40 watch, is 30 times more accurate than a Rolex. And that's an actual stat. You can Google it. Because I want to make sure you understand, don't buy this timepiece if you think you want something that you can wear every day. And I mean, I wear mine every day, but I know how to handle it. It's the watch collector's watch. Again, I give an example, like the old timepiece, you had to wind them, right? If you didn't wind them, it would stop. Well, this one is high-tech, where you don't need to wind it. However, it has to move. You do have to buy winders for it. There is this thing you buy from eBay where we may carry some of them, make it easy for you, but at the end of the day, you have to buy maybe 40, 50, 100 or a winder at nighttime where it goes in it, and every 8 hours it shifts itself. It's battery operated. And it's designed for automatic movements like us, Rolex, but particularly and all those guys, Breitling. They all tell you when you buy one of those automatic movements, even Cartier, you have to buy a winder, because if you leave it in this box, it's not moving and it's going to stop working. So then you have to reset again. So again, I will do a complete training on this, so make sure you understand. I just want to make sure you know before you place an order, you're not getting a Posh watch that's battery operated or a Fairy watch that's battery operated, and it works until the battery dies, and 3 years later, 4 years later. This is an automatic movement. They're expensive because they're extremely complex. They last a lifetime, but it requires a certain movement maintenance, as well as it's for watch collectors that really appreciate timepieces. So don't buy it and then call and say, well, you know what, I don't know how to operate it. It does come with a booklet that tells you, and I will do a training, Sanaz will do trainings on it, but it's not for everybody. Nor do I want everybody to order it, because we only have a limited number. I like to keep them. There's 100 of each. They're all numbered in the back. It is the most unbelievable timepiece next to the red line we've ever created. But it's not for everybody. I just want to make sure. It is one of those pieces that you'll get because it is a life piece, not because you can't treat it, like the other timepieces. So I want to say that. Other than that, Sanaz, maybe what you want to do is maybe open up some lines for some of the leadership. I want to hear from them and anyone else who wants to share.
There's just a couple more questions, Ramin. So before we open the lines, I actually do have a comment from Payman Rasulpur. Hi, Ramin and Sanaz June from Iran. Super excited to rock the Middle East with Phase 6. Sincerely, Payman Rasulpur from Tehran. So thank you for being on. From Nora Bastian, you are amazing and you are beyond looking after humanity. Wow, this is great from Oka. Wow, thank you so much, CEO. What dates are for the for the North American conference, please? Can you, Ramin, just put up that slide from the previous slide so we just have the dates up, please? I don't want to give the wrong dates.
North American Conference?
Yeah, it's just a slide before.
Well, we don't have a date on this right now because no.
Tentatively, we do have the dates. It's October 14th to the 16th. I'm not sure if it's on the slide.
Well, it's on the poster over the next day or two.
Yeah, it's going to be the 14th to 16th tentative dates, but those are the dates. Thank you so much from St. Martin. Insanity has a new definition, phase 6. Thank you, Ramin. To the billion. That's from Annie Deberville and Sean Singh. Nora Bastian, woo! Again, wow, I'm so happy that our products for kids now I've seen most parents whose priorities are their kids, and I know that will help with our product line. How soon will it take effect with the Posh 100%? I want to go shopping. Plus,
that's going to be one of the quicker implementations. That's our target.
Okay. I launched this diamond a couple of days ago. Will the will the 7-day vacation apply to me?
No, because you got $1,000 worth of free product, right?
Right. So if you just launched with us a couple of days ago, of course you took advantage of getting $1,000 worth of extra product, and so that's your answer there. And so Daisy says, "Oh my God, I'm packing my Megs with the amount of retail sales I made. I think I'm qualified for the ambassador cruise now."
Yeah. Hey, listen, we got some really cool stuff, Daisy. You know that $10,000 day you had? You're gonna love what we're implementing because some cool stuff. I haven't shared those tonight, but at the conference you're gonna be pretty excited.
Absolutely. And the other one, she says, "I am packing right now. My suitcase is ready. I'm going to pack." So the other question that is about the 7-day vacation. Is it only for those who purchase their way to Diamond, or as well as those who upgrade through the Diamond Rush?
No, Diamond Rush obviously not buying anything. When you're not buying anything, there is no revenues to pay for it. So it's only the people. The Diamond Rush, it's an option for you to maximize your everything. Pretty much, you're getting to Diamond for free, which is great for you. That's an option we've provided in GWT that no one does. But to get the cruise, the cruise is just replacing the old $1,000 worth of free shopping, right? So before we give you that, now we upgrade it to the cruise. So you have to buy the upgrade within 30 days, or you start as a Diamond.
Okay, another question. If a member has not renewed, but now based on the IA rebate promotion, they want to renew their account, will the IA rebate still apply?
Yeah, we're very flexible with that. We work really, really hard for you guys. Our people work really, really hard. Jonathan's team, every single day, they're smiling and dialing for you guys to get your people to stay on their IA or pay their IA, and they get a lot of work done. They get a lot of results out of it too, and also people to renew. So yes, if people want to, we're pretty flexible to make sure that no member is left behind.
Okay, the next question is, how many diamonds does a diplomat have to launch for them to become an ambassador?
Okay, now we're getting into comp plan stuff. Let's not do that tonight.
Okay.
Let's call your Wi-Fi. You have plenty of. The beautiful part about GWT is, doesn't matter where you're situated in our binary structure, all the company millionaires are in your upline. So if your immediate upline happens to be new, don't know these things, keep going up till you find the Sherrys and Rezas and Marias and Leors and Sean Haynes and those guys. So again, because of binary, all goes up to the same people, and they can answer those questions for you.
Okay. Next one is, thank you so much, Ramin. I'm crying with gratitude. This is my second webinar, and I'm absolutely blown away.
Welcome aboard, young lady. Welcome aboard.
All right. I mean, Ramin, I can go on and on and on with the messages and the comments. There's so much coming in, and there's so many oh my God Ramins and you know, thank yous and they love yous and the people saying I love you, Ramin. You're the best. You're the most amazing CEO. The list goes on, and we thank all of you guys for all of your amazing comments. I think at this point, what we'd like to do is just maybe open up the lines for some of our leadership core to be able to share a couple of words, Remy.
Absolutely, let's rock. Thank you for your comments, by the way, everyone. We love you as well. It's decade number 2. I do have a closing comment once some of our people have shared their views.
Okay, fantastic. All right, for our RAs and ambassadors, if you want to unmute yourself and share a couple of words.
Hello, Sanaz. Can you hear me now?
Hi, Sherry. Yes, we can.
First, I just want to apologize to Rob and Ramin. My external speaker just off, and somehow I thought, oh, it's the other side's fault. It's just, you know, we.
Don't worry. Sounds good. Sounds good.
But anyways, I just want to share my excitement, and since Thursday night, we heard everything from you. We were just so amazed with how you can come out with all these ideas, and you're such a genius. And thank you so much. Imagine like 9 years ago when I first joined the business, and there was nothing like this, and we could make the business work, and I made my $10,000 weekly income with Global Wealth Trade. And I remember, I think I had my 10,000 weekly income on my 7th year. I know those of you who are working the business, you can make to that amount, that kind of money with half of my time, even or even a lot sooner. Because this is it. This is it. Ramin, you are center in the summer. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sanaz. Thank you, Ramin, for everything you offer to us.
Thank you so much, Sherry. Wow, Sanaz just told me the number of lines we got on. This got to be an all-time record. Congratulations to everybody that tapped into this. This is amazing. I mean, our excitement and enthusiasm in this company is at all-time high. I could see the next peak starting right now. The next decade, so congratulations. Wow.
Hi, Ramin, this is Renee. Can you hear me okay?
Hi, Renee. We can hear you okay.
Well, thank you. First and foremost, thank you so very much, Ramin Sanaz, for this incredible call. The Facebook messages are going bananas. There's messages pouring in by the thousands, not just in the webinar system, but literally on Facebook. And, you know, again, everything, folks, is laid on the table here. I mean, it can't get any better than this. Not only do you get diamond package, but now a 7-day getaway. You know, this is just absolutely insane. Plus all the other incentives, folks. And if you're on this call here, I hope you see that, you know, that we're getting serious. You know, there's no possible excuses left but to get building. Let's go to the billion, folks. I can't wait to, you know, I do the next tour, you know, start traveling around the world just to go and share with people this incredible one in a universe type company, GWT. So for me again, thank you so much. And it calls back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Renee.
All right, Reza, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Perfectly. Go ahead.
Well, you know, I'm going to start sounding like a broken record because I am, I guess, one of the dinosaurs in this business. August 1st was 8 years since I've been actively building. And, you know, just when you think, when is it going to get better? How can it get better? How is it possible to get better? You know, we just been throwing these atomic bombs in terms of like, wow. You know, and you know, it's natural reaction from the LCG call the other day. You know, we're dying to go and share with everybody, but we can't. We got to wait for the things. And I mean, what a call tonight, even though the whole thing wasn't completely announced, but wow. So I know the excitement is all-time high. My phone is just absolutely going berserk. You know, from all over the world, from everywhere. I mean, I know people 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. They're on this call, and you know what? Well worth it. As we all heard, is well worth it. I know every time we said that it's going to be, this is unbelievable. How can you get any better and get better? And we always see the results and the explosions and the growth and everything that follows. So yes, looking forward to 2016, the remainder of it. Looking forward to the new decade. I know myself, that famous saying, the reset button. I did my reset button like I just started today, and I tell you, it's going to be absolutely through this roof. Can't wait. To the billion. Thank you very much, guys.
To the billion, Rez.
Thank you, Reza. Junior Estoesta, I've unmuted you to share a couple of words and I know you're excited, so your lines are unmuted. Mr. Shareholder Junior Estoesta, can you hear us okay? All right, I'm going to go to the next person until Junior comes on. I have so many people with their hands up, so I'm trying to get to them one by one. All right, Brian, I'm unmuting you. Go ahead, sir. Brian Berry. I'm not sure if I'm doing this correctly, but Brian?
Hi, Sanaz, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear, Brian.
Wow, what a fantastic call, Sanaz. Mr. Ramin, you did it again. You did it again. Every time, we're changing and we're getting better. We here in the Caribbean, we're so fortunate to have found this opportunity, this amazing company. I feel like a veteran now, and I'm seeing things just from the time I got started is just skyrocketing. I'm sitting here with Anastasia, and we were looking at each other and said, listen, hon, we should be a power couple in this company. We should be ambassadors, regional ambassadors by now. We have all the talent that we need. We know all the information. And it's just about taking action and going out there and finding the right people. Because in the trainings that we have, we continually hear people are people everywhere. So what we have, I know most of us, we take it for granted. We get relaxed at times. But I'm saying today, I feel like Michael Jordan. I feel like saying I'm back. These are the changes I've been waiting for. I've been praying for. The little obstacles you have here and there when you talk to your prospects. You're seeing that the company, the corporate team, Mr. Ramin, you can see you guys has been listening to the bottlenecks that people will be having. So I'm happy to see the changes that we have this evening. I'm super excited. I'm all revved up. And, we just have to build our company. No other job, no other opportunity out there can give us this vehicle that we have right here. Network marketing has been around for a while. And seeing Mr. Ramin coming from the field, like he says, he knows the bloodbaths that are out there. So the little tweaks and the little changes that he keeps making for us is just to better the company, just to better us, help all of us make some money. So I just want to say, congratulations to Mr. Ramin, the corporate team, to all the LCs that are still on board with this company, whether it's 4 years, 5 years, whether it's 7 years you're on this team. Listen, this is the company to be in. For all the newcomers, listen, you guys have made an awesome decision. Wherever you are, the support that GWT has is there for each and every LC. Now, sky is the limit for you to go out there and be a diplomat, an ambassador, or whatever it is that you want to achieve and take care of yourself and your family, Sanaz. This business is just tremendous, and I'm super excited. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Brian. I appreciate your amazing and kind words, and we're ready to come to the Caribbean and absolutely rock and roll over there. All right, going to Canada in Alberta, Aaron Green. I have unmuted you. I know you're revved up and excited and you want to share a couple of words. Can you hear me okay? If you can unmute yourself.
Also, I want to congratulate Brian for his recently got married, I guess, about a month ago. And so, again, congratulations. It's always good to hear from you, Brian.
Can you hear me, Sanaz?
I can hear you loud and clear, my dear.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Wow, wow, wow. Can we tell you that we are so flippin' excited for you to be here in 4 days? As you can hear my excitement, our entire team across the United States and Canada, our team chat is going ballistic. I know we have LCs flying in from Ontario. We have possibly ones coming from other provinces now. It is absolutely insane. Thank you so much, Ramin. You have no idea. I was on a call earlier today with Ronan, and I caught a couple wonderful slides of this webinar, and I've been in this world. Yeah, I've been in this world for 20 years now, and I had to keep the mum's the word for all day to so you can share the wonderful news. Thank you so much, and we're so excited to see you soon, Sanaz.
Awesome, Erin. Thank you so much, and I'm super excited to be in Alberta in, of course, a couple of days and share some amazing momentum with all of you and see what I can bring as launches to the Alberta market with me. All right, Ramin, you know, some other messages. You've done it again. Thank you so much. You know, let me see. Oh my God, Ramin, this is insane. I love shopping and traveling. This just can't get better. Can I launch as a diamond again today? So exciting for the 194 renewal rebate. Thank you so much, Ramin. All right, what else? I mean, it's just going absolutely crazy from St. Lucia to Australia to Calgary to Calgary. The list goes on and on, Ramin. There's just so much gratitude. I've basically saved all the messages so that we can read them. There's just hundreds and hundreds of messages that I can read on.
Can you hear me, Sanaz?
Can you hear me okay?
Can you hear me?
And now I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. What I was saying earlier was I want to congratulate Brian for his wedding. He just got married, and it's always good to hear from him. As far as everyone else, guys, this is phase 6 now. Let me just close the call. My son is actually waiting up late for me in the hotel, so I'm just going to rush to him. But let me put it this way. In 2005, in phase 1, in decade 1, we started. We had no products. We didn't have a website. We didn't have a software. We had no distributors. We didn't have an office. This was in my home, right? We had no track record, no accolades, no A+ rating, no AAA MLM rating. We had nothing. We went through a lot of development phase. We've gone through some challenges. In the first phase, in the first decade, a bunch of people joined us. We built together. We became a AAA rating MLM, A+ rating BBB, became MLM's premier company, most respected company. I've created millionaires. We've created $100,000 a month earners. We did all of that in decade number 1. Now, here we are 10 years later. Put yourself in the same shoes as the people that did that in 2005. You are here now in the beginning of decade 2. Just like the people that were in the beginning in decade 1. Except you have a company that's A+ BBB rating, 10-year track record, millionaires, 6-figure income earners, 7-figure income earners, AAA MLM rating, worldwide accolades. I mean, multiple award winners, highly respected and regarded designer brands in the world. And now I just gave you this. If we could do all of that in decade 1, without all this, can you imagine where we're going to end up in our decade 3? Just think about that for a few seconds. We are where we are without anything that I just told you. If we could accomplish all of that without none of the stuff we have today, can you imagine where you're going to end up over the next decade? This is not hypothetical. We're here. This is 10 years later. Everything I talked about, we've already done. It's reality. If we accomplish all of those under those circumstances, imagine what we're going to do in decade 2 now that our infrastructure is built, state-of-the-art software, best comp plan in the world just got better. The products are absolutely flawless. With the track record that we have, the credibility that we have, the experience that we have, all the countries, the leadership that we have, we got so many assets in our business. Can you imagine where we're going to end up over the next decade? And guess what? You're here. You're part of it. It's like 2005 again. Those people that came to me back then, look where they are today. This is your time. You're here. You're on this call right now, except with a company that looks completely different than the one in 2005. So my suggestion to you is this. You can take this like a warm bath and let it dissipate in a couple of days, or you can jump in it, and you need to go on a rooftop and shout it out. Pick up the phone, call every single person you've ever talked to, whether they got in or not. Every LC you've ever had. Everyone who's in or out or canceled or still in or whatever. You want to make sure that they go through this PowerPoint, they get all of these updates. There are MLM companies flourishing, selling vacations. Their vacations probably not as good as these ones that we're giving away for free. We've covered everything. I mean, we on vacations, from day one you get one, then you got a cruise, then you get an exotic vacation, then you got the car programs. I mean, we have everything here, everything. And with where Porsche is gone now, I mean, the 50/50 is gone now. It's 100% IA against simplicity. Simplicity. There's no more point system. Simplicity. I mean, can you imagine where we're going to end up over the next decade with everything we just introduced? So I want you to think about that tonight. Let's go. Get yourself cruise qualified if you're not. First of all, if you're not diamond, get yourself diamond like ASAP. So we're going to give you this one to do it. If you're not a diamond yet, you get a chance to do it. So get yourself done. And after that, diplomat, get yourself cruise qualified immediately. And after that, it just becomes building wealth. Up to ambassador, obviously doing for a lot of fun. You're making some money, but all this other stuff that comes with it, especially the cruise, it's a lot of fun. You're establishing yourself as a leader. After ambassador, you start building wealth. That's where you're in the money because of the global revenue sharing. Let's go, guys. We've simplified the training now. It's a 5-step simple. Pick a package, place an order, do some home parties, sell something, show your products, and then expand your business by launching other emails and then duplicate the process. It's just simple today. It's a different world today. We're going to keep getting better corporately, but you need to keep up. Let me repeat. We're going to keep getting better corporately as we have, but you need to keep up. Because my philosophy is if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. With that, Sanaz, I'm going to pass the call to you, and let's hear from a few more people, and let's just attack. Let's attack Phase 6 and decade number 2.
We're going to
get a whole bunch of our leaders.
We're going to bring on our President's Cup winner this year, Mr. Abdul Razak, who's actually called in from Nigeria, although it's in the middle of the night. He's actually stayed up. I know he is super excited with all the amazing announcements that we've had. And again, Abdul Razak has been such an instrumental tool with our Nigerian leaders working together hand in hand. I also want to bring on Anne-Marie Chantal. I just have to find under the name that they're under. But in the meantime, Abdul Razak, can you hear me okay? I just want to double. Abdul Razak? Oops, sorry, Ramin. I'm having an echo in my voice. I think I just cut you off. I apologize.
No, that's fine. Let's just hear from our leadership group. And I was saying basically that I actually lost my thought, but at the end of the day, the next decade is here. Phase 6 is here. Let's attack it. Oh, here's what I was going to say. You're going to have the leadership get on the road in every market and the theme is celebrating Phase 6. So you're going to find the RAs travel all over the world now, and we're going to get together with our teams in every city and every country, and we're going to celebrate Decade number 2 and Phase 6. And we're going to have a major tour. We're going to bring all this great news to our people and the simplicity of the new program, and we're going to launch Decade number 2 properly. Stay tuned for that.
Thank you, Ramin. Sorry once again that I cut you off. I was having an echo and I couldn't hear you. Just two things I do want to address. I do have a question about the new lookbooks, when they are going to be launched. And the lookbooks will actually be launched at the October conference that's coming up. So get ready for that. I'm getting some questions in regards to the skincare, when the launch is going to be for that. And also we're going to be doing some updates, some training on the October conference. So the October conference is super important for everyone to make it out. We're going to be putting those tickets online this week. Of course, you want to take advantage of those right away and make sure you purchase your tickets. So at this point, what I'd like to do is, if there's any more comments, I mean, there's tons of comments still coming in. Ramin, to our distributors that, of course, want to, you know, Dr. Anthony's on here. Let me just get Dr. Anthony on right here for a second, all the way from Nigeria. Give me 1 second, Dr. Anthony, as I unmute you. I'm so new to this. I'm not really technical when it comes to this. Oh, here we go. All right. So, Dr. Anthony, I have unmuted you. Can you hear me okay?
I hear you loud and clear. Whoa, can you hear me good?
Absolutely. Take it away.
Wow. I just had to stay up, you know, to be on this call again. First got a hold of this. First of all, thank you so very much. Our very, very special powerhouse Senior Vice President Sanaz Hooman. And of course, again, a huge thank you to our CEO, Mr. Ramin Mesgarlou, for all you do, always thinking like a trooper, thinking like just one of us in the field, looking for how to make things so much easier, so much better. We already got the best of the best compliant, and now you just went to, you just got it to be like 100 years ahead of every other company out there, you know. Just to share this with us, yesterday, Saturday, we had a tour in Benin City, Nigeria, and you know, we just gave a little talk about the getaway and just prep up the people. I'm telling you, the effect was dramatic, absolutely dramatic. They couldn't believe it. Their eyes popped open. We had folks indicating they wanted to launch a diamond just because of that. And my phones have been buzzing. Thank you so much, I see you, Ramin. You know, we got a sneak peek into some of this stuff earlier on, you know, and phones have been buzzing. LCs screaming out and saying, hey, look, when is this coming on board? I want to upgrade to diamond. I want the 7-day getaway. Lots of messages on my phone from people in Nigeria, from people outside Nigeria, asking when it's coming on board. They want to upgrade right away to diamond. I'm telling you, and that's just one aspect of, you know, the Phase 6 that we're talking about, and tons of announcements have come out tonight. I've not been able to sleep for the past 3 days. You know, I just find myself in meetings and calls. It's been absolutely mind-boggling, mind-blowing. I don't know how Ramin does this. Thank you so much. Let me just stop there.
Thank you, Dr. Anthony. Love hearing from you. It's like 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning over there. That's commitment, team. That's commitment.
All right, Ramin. Again, there's tons and tons of comments and comments that are coming in. Everyone just saying absolutely incredible call. You know, it's not stopping, and it can go on until morning. I know for many people that've been on the call, you know, amazing. Thank you for outdoing yourself again, Ramin. Simply the key in duplication. Thank you. Very excited for the direction and amazing benefits of GWT is incorporating. Endless thank yous. You are still an understatement, but not to say thank you once again. Again, the thank yous go on and on. I have such much better tools to be able to strive and get better in this business. Thank you. Again, I can just go.
So
Wow,
I'm
just
gonna.
blew my mind. This is exactly what I've been needing. I was in a Ziegler meeting group last week, and they asked the group to put their name of the person that we trust the most, and I wrote Ramin Mesgarlou. He is the person who I trust for the past 4 years, and he proved it again tonight. Thank you, Ramin Mesgarlou.
That is really sweet. I appreciate that. Hopefully, I've earned it.
They're from Rosangela in California.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Sanaz, I'll leave it with you because at the end of the day, at this point now, you have a major challenge, the Posh Mall. You know, what I envision is that people ordering them 5 or 6 light dresses for the summer, or getting that affordable, fashionable sunglasses, and, you know, buying stuff for the kids and pets. You got a massive, monumental task in front of you and your team, and you know, I want to thank you for everything that you are doing. And I know I create the problems for you, and you're gonna have to deliver. So you got a lot of work to do, young lady.
Yeah, well, I already don't sleep and work a lot. I guess I'm gonna be, you know, having to clone myself somehow. Ramin, we do actually still have lots of people that want to share words. Brian Arundel, I've unmuted you. Chris Lee, I'm going to unmute you. Ronan, I'm going to unmute you. Brian, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Sanaz. It's so great to be on this call. Thank you so much again for everything that you do corporately, both you and Mr. Mesgarlou. I got to say that I've been with this company now, you know, going over 6 years, and every single year you guys do something amazing to make me feel like I've got a whole new, brand new business and a brand new opportunity to have tremendous success. And you haven't let me down again this year. I mean, obviously you've put things in place for people who are builders to succeed, people who are sales to succeed, people who have, you know, there's no excuses in terms of why people cannot succeed in this company. It's up to us, and as Ramin always says, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. And that's really the moniker that we have to have as LCs moving forward, that we have every tool that we need to succeed in this company, and if we're not succeeding, it's up to us, and it's on our shoulders. So thank you so much for everything that you do, Ramin. Thank you so much for everything that you do, Sanaz. You know, I love everyone on the corporate team. I respect and I thank you for everything that you guys do. You know, my hats off to you. You guys are tremendous, and I can't wait. I'm so looking forward to this is great and phase and going to the next decade because it's going to be amazing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brian. Appreciate those words. Again, we got tons more people. Do we have Stacy from Australia? Stacy Renata, are you on, sweetheart?
Sanaz, are you there? Can you hear me well?
I can hear you loud and clear, sweetie. Take it away.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I fell on the floor. I got back up. I fell on the floor and then I got back up again and I needed to look for an oxygen tank. I swear to God, this is absolutely insane. Look, I wanted to firstly say thank you. We have the most generous CEO in the world. We have absolutely the most generous CEO in the world. I don't know of any other CEO that would provide us with these amazing incentives, with these amazing tools, with amazing products, with everything. You know, one thing that I find, and I wanted to just leave you on this quick note, and this is to everybody on the call, you know, we have such a great industry, and we have fantastic products. Everything what we do, we get provided with fantastic training and support from our My5 and even from people, other LCs that are around the world as well. If you're sitting there wondering, how is this going to happen for me? What am I doing? You know, like if you're stuck and wanting to push that reset button, you've got to push the reset button because if you want to go, if you want more in life, you've got to go for more. And you have to, this is what, and this is, I'm so fired up, I can't even get the words out. The only variable in this whole situation of being a part of GWT is you. And you have to look deep into your soul. Why do you need more? What are you going to do? What more can you do for yourself? I don't know what anybody else's lifestyle is like. I'm sure you want more, you desire more. Desire is a really big word. But I just wanted to leave it there. think about it. You need to dig deep. You got everything. Look, these fantastic vacations, and the posh is now 100%. IA, look at all of this amazing stuff. And the only variable is you, so you've got to dig deep. So thank you very much again, Ramin and Sanaz, for giving us just the best opportunity in the world, because I'm crying right now because, you know I see so many of my friends down and out down here in Australia and New Zealand, and if only they'd be open to having a look at something that could truly change their lives. So to the billion, and I'm ready to be able to help create 1,000 millionaires by 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, Stacy. I cannot wait to come with Ramin to Australia and, of course, rock and roll with all of you guys in the Australia market. All right, let's take it to the United States. Abdulia, are you there, sweetie?
Yes, Sanaz, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Take it away, sweetie.
Wow. We can, oh my God, we can celebrate with GWT family now. We had this great news on Thursday, and I was like, I wanted to share with the team, I wanted to share with everyone, but now we're sharing it with the whole family. And I just have to echo Stacy. Definitely, we are in the best company in the whole world. This is the company that is gonna take us to where we want to be. We just have to work. We just have to work. We have everything. We have the tools. We have the system. We have the product. We have the amazing CEO, the amazing senior VP. So let's rock it. Let's do it together. I can't wait to become a regional ambassador, and I can't wait to continue seeing more Latinos being successful in GWT, reaching their targets. And all of these that you share with us tonight is simply notifying that there's no member left behind. There's no member left behind. I love the 3 ways to become diamond, especially for Latin America and for third world countries. There's no excuse now. If you don't have the money, it's okay. There's no excuse why you should not be a diamond nowadays. Thank you again. Thank you so much, Ramin. Thank you, Sanaz. I can't wait to keep growing and keep learning more and keep helping more and more people all over the world.
Thank you, Abdulia. One thing I just want to say to everybody. It's phase 6. It's decade 2. You simply have no ears or thoughts to lend to anyone who wants to stay in phase 5 or in decade 1. You're not interested to hear it. You're not interested in the South stories, the pity parties. We're not interested in that. It's phase 6. It's the GWT today, not what it was in 2014, 12, 8, whatever. You're not interested in that. This is the opportunity today. We'll live it today. We'll present it today. As long as you have that attitude, the people who want to share negativity, they'll stop, they'll join you, or they'll disappear. We have no time for this, folks. Momentum phase is here. Let's rock.
Awesome, Ramin. Thank you so much. We're going to go back to Australia, or I'm not sure if it's Israel, and see. Ronan, do we have you on the call?
Hey, Sanaz, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, Ronan. Take it away.
Thank you. It's actually 6:33 in the morning here. After 3 days of hearing this information, I'm still bouncing off the walls, going completely insane. But before I say anything, I want to congratulate Rob Pumpling for doing an incredible job of not just introducing Ramin in one of the most fascinating ways I've heard until now, but everything he has done as Ambassador of the Month this month. I really congratulate you, Rob. That was an incredible job. And there is so much to say, but so much has been said already. Just maybe to share how I've been toying with my mind with so many of the things that have been released today. One of them was actually the amount of people that sometimes tell me I really want to start as a diamond, but I have to go talk to my wife or I have to go talk to my husband. Now all I have to do is basically say, well, think about it this way. Every person, every family in the world goes at least once a year on a holiday. So how would it be that you can actually own a business that will change your financial future and take the same money that you were going to spend, which is $10,000, and get yourself a holiday for you and your wife already paid? All you have to do is pay for the accommodation for the kids, and you've just doubled yourself. So, I mean, this is just one out of so many ideas that simplify our business today to solve pretty much everything out there. So, you know, thank you very much for your innovation, Ramin, for always thinking how to try and make it easier for all of us on the field. Maybe not easier, you're definitely not a master of easy, but you're a master of if you'll work, you'll get paid as much as I can pay you. And I know that you are always, in my opinion, giving more than we all deserve. But I hope that will change very soon, because you brought the company to such a level that the field is now so ignited that they are really ready to go out there, change lives, change their own lives, and make you proud. So back to you, Sanaz. Ramin, thank you.
Thank you, Ronan. Appreciate it. In other words,
Awesome.
what Ronan was saying is that the spouse can always bribe the other spouse with a free vacation to let them launch as a diamond.
All right. Okay. So I'm just going to read some comments before I get into some people on. Just wanted to say thank you again, Ramin. You are simply beyond amazing. And of course, to our very own SVP, Sanaz, thank you very much. I dare to say you are awesome. You always surpass our expectations. Well done to you and your team. Love you. That was from EC. Thank you so much for that message. Again, you know, I wanted to keep on reading more comments. So very best true CEO that we have. When is the Diamond Holiday kicking off, Ramin? This is so exciting. Thank you so much. God bless your heart. Amazing, amazing, amazing.
I've actually already made the deposit for all the vacations. That's one of the earlier releases would be the Posh, the two main ones, the Posh as well as the vacation. So again, you would start seeing individual posters being released starting this week. So these are not really future plans. These are like more like now plans.
Fantastic. Wow. Phase 6 is just awesome and insane. Thank you, Ramin. Mesgarlou, we are so excited now taking action. Thank you, Ramin, for your big heart. You're always looking for the best interest of the LCs. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And GWT is definitely the best. And that's from Harriet from St. Martin. Again, Ramin, the wows and the I love yous and your incredibles keep on going on. We got so many revved up LCs that have been, of course, sharing their comments or questions. Again, I don't know if anyone else has got their hand up, and if the moderators can help me bring on anyone that wants to share any more words or comments. Oh, here's Chris Lee. If I can just unmute Chris Lee and Tammy Funk. Chris, can you hear me okay? Chris and Tammy, I've unmuted you.
Yes, Sanaz, thank you. Can you hear me, Sanaz?
Yes, Chris, go ahead.
I just want to make it quick. I want to say thank you our CEO, Mr. Ramin, Mesgarlou, and Sanaz. Thank you all you do. And then it's really exciting. 2016 gonna be a big year. So we just stay focused and back to track and build a billion to the billions. Just 1 second. Tammy, you want to share something?
Hi, Sanaz. This is a very exciting call, and I've been since Thursday listening to the updates. I've already been not talking about the details, but talking to my team. And one of my team members was talking about how hard she thinks the business is. And then I said, okay, let's don't talk about it today. Let's talk about it after the call on Sunday. So during this call, she already texted me saying that, oh, now I see all these stuff, the possibilities and excitement, and then I can't wait to start again and all this stuff. So I think our business is already really great, but what Ramin and what you have been doing is to make it better and better and better every single day. So I just want to say thank you so much to the billion.
Thank you, Tammy. Appreciate it. It's great. By the way, stories like that. And Dr. Anthony talked about, 100% close ratio. I hear people saying like, we got 5 for 5, and it's a brand new program, and already people forget about the existing LCs who are all going to upgrade, and they all revived, and It's a brand new decade, new attitude, reset, let's go type of thing. But the response of the brand new people who didn't even know anything, we know the program is working because the brand new person who didn't know anything, they're all in on this. Because I think we covered pretty much everything. You got this massive value proposition of the vacation, which again, in some cases, it's going to be worth more than the whole diamond package you're spending on. You're getting into this incredible product line, incredible opportunity. I think we've got it right, people. We know for sure, based on track record, the next hill, it's going to be 4 times bigger than the last hill, and the last hill was pretty massive. But I know we're going to do 10 times. That's a lot of millionaires. Let's do it.
All right, Ramin, I've unmuted Nora Bastian. Nora wanted to share a couple of words and comments. She actually had some funny comments saying, Ramin, you're sure we're not going to go bankrupt with these changes?
You know, I know, Nora. You know, as a shareholder, you and I share the same concern. You know what? But at least we created a lot of millionaires on the way there, right? Just kidding. We're good. We're
Hello, my God. I was, that's not even like, no, that's as a shareholder, but that's coming from the LC themselves.
It's all good, sweetheart. You know me, I'm a math guy. I sit down and figure things out. I'm a master of moving money around. And yeah, we had to invest a little bit in some programs, but you know, this is why, again, why I said that the zone pricing, for example, you know, some of those markets that's costing us a lot of money, so all in all, I think in decade number 2, we have a program that doesn't have any holes in it. It covers everything. And we're more focused, we're better now, most importantly, we're simpler now. So I look forward to the next decade.
Actually, the training are coming back in the back office, right?
Yes.
Thank you so much for that, because I've been doing taking the new consultant to our GWT, the getting started and all that. But I know it was before in the back office. And every time there is a corporate announcement, I get gooses all the time. Since 2008, since I started GWT. Tonight, Ramin, I think I run out of hair to have gooses. It's crazy. That's like one after another, one after another. Thank you so much. We love you.
Thank you, sweetheart. We have a good company. We have a good community.
Thank you so much, Nora. I love your excitement, and definitely those goosebumps have been going through many people with what they've felt with what Ramin has created. All right. Ramin, the messages honestly don't stop. Someone just wrote, I honestly feel pity for those who thought that changes weren't going to happen and left GWT. Poor you. I pity you. I pity you.
Hey, listen, you know what? We lose 50% of our people, and it sounds, it's not nice. We're sad for that. But other companies lose 90% of their people. We know our retention is much, much higher than the industry. And I agree with you, because looking at our 10-year track record, our stats, this is the best chance the average person has. And we don't like to see anyone go. We try so hard. Our people try so hard. Jonathan's people try so hard to maintain and retain everybody that you have. We can't succeed in every part, but hopefully tonight we give more people an opportunity and a new mindset to think twice about leaving this company, because leaving GWT is an exit out of MLM, which is exit out of the last chance you have to get a financial home run. Because if you're not going to make money in GWT, you're certainly not going to have any chance in any other company. Statistically, that's true. Forget about what my opinion is. Statistically, that's true after 10 years. So we do all we can to get people to not give up on their dreams, certainly not giving up on GWT because we have a track record, not giving up on their dreams, and hopefully the opportunity, the announcements tonight will get people reset and ready to attack again.
Thank you so much, Ramin. And Again, of course, we know the heart, passion that you have when it comes to this business. We know the relentless work that you put forward to be able to, of course, be always there for our LCs. I mean, our webinar has been running for almost 3 hours. We still have more than half of the participants still on the call that, are here, are excited, are thankful, are excited, and you know what, ready to press that restart button for themselves to go out there to build, to grow, and of course to be able to create an amazing and successful company, team, opportunity, and of course the financial freedom that they're looking for. So ladies and gentlemen, phase 6 is here. Press restart. Let's go. Let's get excited. Start smiling and dialing, talking to your team members, whether they're active or not. Let's smile and dial. Let's call them up. People, of course, that in your team that need that extra help or that information, make sure you call them up. Share this excitement. Share this synergy. Share what you just heard tonight. Go on social media. Make it go viral. Put it in people's face. Make it visible. If it's important to you, it's going to be important to them as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am super excited for all of you to be on the call. I'm going to pass the call for back to Robert Pampley for him to share some of the announcements, because like you heard from the Alberta team, I also have a tour that's going to be coming up. And of course, in those markets, we're going to be sharing some amazing, amazing announcements as well. And if Robert, you can share those announcements that we have in different tours and markets that are coming up, I would greatly appreciate it. The call is back to you.
Before we give it to Robert, I just want to emphasize the conference that's coming out. Look out for it. Don't miss it. This is the beginning of decade number 2. We're going to teach a lot of stuff on that conference with regards to what we talked about tonight and more that we didn't even mention tonight. There's more stuff that you need to know, some incredible monthly and annual bonuses that you can qualify for. Of course, highly asked forensic networker. It's going to be an unbelievable day that they include some new chapters, and of course a Chiching night, your money making night, the Thursday night, where we anticipate 1,000 people there. So do not miss this conference. The announcement will go out this week. Make sure it doesn't matter where you are, you fly into it and start the new decade properly with us on that day.
Awesome, Ramin. Thank you so much. Robert, the call's back to you.
Okay, thanks, guys. That was just an unbelievably awesome call. As we all know, I'm still picking myself off the floor. I've melted into the tiles here on the floor from all this news, and it's just amazing. Thanks so much, Ramin. It's just awesome. So I'm just going to change to presenter now, so I can just share my screen. And get these announcements out of the way, and then we can obviously all get back to doing what we do best and building this business. So if you can all see this, here we go, just here. As we know, we've got a few tours coming up. Sanaz is going to be in Alberta with Aaron and Tammy, and then Marie Chantal as well. Over there in Alberta, and Edmonton, Calgary as well. So look forward to that one in the next couple of days. There's a Caribbean conference as well, as you all know, over there in the Caribbean, in St. Lucia, with Sanaz and Ramin again, with quite a few other hosts, including Sean Haynes and Reza, Agnes and Veronica as well, over there in the Caribbean on the 27th of October. That's back over there in October. Sorry about the out of order slides. Montreal Power Tour over where Leor lives. Again on the August the 26th, towards the end of this month, 26th and 27th, and Sanaz is going to be there as well with Sean Singh also. And then there's the Italian Summit in September the 2nd and 3rd in Rome with Leor and Maria, Marshall, and a few others hosting as well, with Sanaz there too as the special guest speaker. And then obviously we've got our Global Bootcamp, which is not to be missed, live streaming internationally as well, so you can get the details from that from me, the back office of My5 or our GWT.com for that one as well. And that's on August 13th, so that's coming up very, very soon. Oh, hang on, that's already done, sorry. I missed, my bad, sorry. that's already been and gone. So that's I think that's already done. So that's cool. And global tour dates are here as well. So Ottawa, Calgary 18th, Edmonton, Montreal, Rome, St. Lucia, and then also down here in Australia from August 24th to the 27th. So that's pretty much it, guys, for this webinar. Unless there's nothing else, anybody else, any of the leadership team wants to add, we can end the call. It's been just on 3 hours nearly now. So yeah, I think that's great. Thanks everybody. Thanks for being on the call.
Thank you, Robert. Good night, everyone. Let's attack.